everyone, and welcome to Tinfoil Saturday Extra Extra Large. How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome. Today we're doing our 8-hour tinfoil stream. I'm very excited. I spent hours yesterday finding the absolute best crackpot bullshit all around the internet, and I get to share it with you today. So welcome, everyone. Sorry about my voice. I'm getting over a little bit of an illness. I have had a heck of a month in terms of my health. You guys know I had to go to the hospital for about a week. Then around Thanksgiving, I had a stomach illness for a couple days. And now I'm getting over some sort of like cold or something. Huge pain of a month I've been having, but I'm excited to be here to hang out with you guys and watch all sorts of tinfoil to make up for some of it. This is part of our XXL stream month goal that we got. We're close to the next costume goal. But this is part of a series of streams we're going to be doing this month that are 8 hours long. We're doing them on Saturdays this month. So this is the tinfoil one. Next time, I'm not sure which one we're going to do. Maybe we'll do Sovsits next. Then I think we have Pissmas. And then I believe we're going to do a meme stock one. So it should be good. Let's see what I missed here in chat. History Chick, thanks for 56 months. Angel Eyes, thank you for 6 months. Aaliyah Explores, thank you for 56 months, says hello all. And Steve with a Q with 100 bits says, will 8 hours be enough for a full bingo card? Let's find out. We are indeed going to find out. Also good news, you know, last time I was streaming when I was like, oh, my new meds are making it hard to think. Wasn't the meds. Was not the meds. It was the fact that I was getting sick. So I actually feel fine mentally. So that's good. Check out Cuphead Socialists GoFundMe if you want to help out from being evicted, by the way. Did you miss meme stocks yesterday? No, I took yesterday off because my throat was really sore and I wanted to make sure I'd be okay for today. I'm definitely going to be trying to hydrate as much as possible. Whew. Okay, so, again, sorry for my voice. Tomorrow we will be doing the meme stock thing, so we will be doing that tomorrow. Other than that, I think we can just get into it. We are on a hype train, 68% to level 1. I am doing a promo today where we're 35% off gift sub bundles of 5 or more, if you want to help support the stream. Other than that, let's jump into it. Let me turn off this music. And we can get started. Again, very sorry for my congested voice, but, you know, it is what it is. So, let's check this out. What does this have to do with her? Ariana Grande. Oh, Unstable Deadbeat. Thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs.
They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy, because at the Brighter Days clinic, they do the memory erasure, you know? The memory erasure. They erase my memories. It's a little foggy.
I don't know, if Ariana Grande saying something weird is a conspiracy, then there's a lot of conspiracies in the world. I'll put it that way. 9% to level 3 on the hype train. Yesterday you watched Black Christmas, the original, and Christmas Evil. Ooh, those are good ones. And you know what I want to say, but I won't say it, because I don't want to give away the free bingo space. Did Ariana get Eternal Sunshine? That's what it sounds like. Also, it's not a conspiracy. Like, I say this with all of the care and respect in the world. I don't say this derisively. The 2 stars of Wicked clearly have an eating disorder, and they're, like, egging each other on. That can happen when people are in close proximity and have eating disorders. They can worsen each other's eating disorders by sort of, like, encouraging each other or comparing themselves to each other. So that's just sad. That's not a conspiracy. That's just very sad. Hey, Just a Peach.
They come to me.
You are a witch.
I am indeed the witchiest witch.
Welcome to another edition of the Truth Zone. As always, this is your host, Truth Seeker here. And I had to make a video.
I feel like at the point where you're calling yourself Truth Seeker, can I even make fun of you? Like, it's such a lack of self-awareness. It feels mean.
On this because this is more truth in plain sight. Now, I know you're going to have those out there. They are going to be like, who cares? It's a celebrity. yada, yada, yada. But if I could use this video to wake up just one person, it will be worth it all, because there are...
I'm gonna imagine it'd be pretty sad if this was the video that did it. Like, you were a very stable, normal person until you saw Ariana Grande saying something weird and that just took you off the deep end completely. Be a bit of a shame. Beatrice with 100 bits says, the witchiest witch, the witch of all witches, the witch most.
There are people out there that still follow after these people. And the way that she talked about being at a clinic and having her memory erased, this is more truth in plain sight, because this is what goes on in Hollyweird, whatever you want to call it, Hollywood.
I find this to be, how do I put this? A really tired cliche. Like, did you guys know that out-of-touch rich people in Hollywood are weird? Like, is this even an edgy take at this point? Rich people are out of touch and bizarre. We know this. It's not even a hot take. It's just not a conspiracy. Fedekagami with 40 bits says, I got the temp job. It's a security job, and the training was hilarious. I literally had DEI training and human rights training. It was boring and tedious, but very interesting. As a leftist, it was redundant to me, but I had to share. I felt the same way at my job when they did the DEI training. I was like, I get it. I'm based already. I don't need to watch this. It's fine.
This is all part of MK Ultra, mind control. They erase their memories. And then
Mr. Duck Sauce with a 70 stream streak says, cheese, cheese, and more cheese. That was apropos of nothing, but it is cheesy, so I approve.
they put them through all of these different...
Oh yes, MK Ultra on bingo.
...things in order for them to be willing vessels, willing puppets. A lot of the stuff I can't even discuss on said platform, but Ariana Grande has been conditioned at such a young age, and you can go and see the countless times as you are seeing on screen where she has flat...
Is he going to show any of the Nickelodeon foot footage? Yes or no? What do we think? Is he going to show the foot footage?
Their symbolism, the one eye symbolism, and the list goes on and on and on. And it seems like all of these child actors, for the most part, grow up and they are really screwed up. Because
man, it's almost like being given a job as a child and given all that responsibility and not being allowed to socialize normally with other kids and being treated completely different than other kids is actually deleterious to your mental health and development. Who could have guessed that except for everyone? Unstable Deadbeat with 100 bits says, I'm responsible for delivering much of the kind of training, we don't call it DEI, for my organization. Did 2 days of it this week. First day didn't go so well. Second day we got applause at the end. Oh, nice. Heck yeah.
Because what they do to these child actors...
Did I hear Tarantino said Paul Dano is a bad and weak actor? Yeah, Tarantino, I like most of Tarantino's films. I do not like Tarantino as a person. He's a dickbag and a creep. So yeah, Quentin Tarantino saying something bizarre and shitty, not a surprise to me. He's also wrong. Casual Lawyer, thank you so much for gifting 10 tier 1 subs. Thank you.
Is they condition them to such a point, and then they continue to put them through all...
Ooh, butterfly tattoo. Spurious symbology is evidence on the bingo card. Fenekagami says, am I stupid or was Grande the hot, wet... What? The hot, wet pussy singer? What are you talking about? Is that a song? Is that a song called Hot, Wet Pussy? I believe you. You mean wet ass pussy? No, that's not even close to the same person. Hot, wet pussy. No, not the same person.
These rituals, if they handpick them and choose them to be...
For some reason, hot, wet wet pussy is more lewd than wet ass pussy. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it, and I certainly can't put my finger on it on stream. But for some reason it's much dirtier. So that's a shame. You're fine. It's just funny.
Part of their club. Now, some of these child actors, well, I can't really discuss that on said platform, but if you know, you know. And this is also why she even has a butterfly tattoo, because that's more...
Because no one just has butterfly tattoos. It's not one of the most common basic bitch tattoos you can get. No offense to anyone with a butterfly tattoo. It's just like, it's got to be in the top 5 tattoos human beings have, right? Is butterflies. Oh, do you get it? It represents transformation. Wow, very original. No, it's fine. I don't care. Fennec Gabi says, thank you for all the confirming my stupidity. Yes, I meant WAP. There we go. Better.
Representation of mind control. And they constantly will be put...
What's the butterfly supposed to mean? Conspiracy theorists believe that the butterfly represents MK Ultra because transformation.
Through...
They go into the cocoon of MK Ultra and come out the butterfly of a secret sleeper agent or whatever. That's the idea, at least.
This MK Ultra stuff throughout the years. So, again, it is no surprise that she is openly admitting this, because this is more truth in plain sight, and they have to tell you without telling you what they are about, what they are down with, and what they are doing, because it's part of their programming. It's part of the rituals that these celebrities...
Unstable Deadbeat says, Hannah hates butterflies. Does that mean she's secretly a conspiracy theorist? No, it means I have severe sensory issues, and the idea of that many wings flapping. It's mostly a swarm of butterflies. Like, one butterfly I'm not a fan of. Many butterflies in close proximity freaks me out, because it's the thinking about the wings. They're so thin and delicate, and like if you're in like a butterfly house, they're all over the place, and it's creepy, and they're fluttering, and the thought of the fluttering touching me makes me want to cringe. It's just bad. It's so bad. I don't like butterflies or moths.
They partake in these rituals, they partake in humiliation rituals, they partake in all kinds of satanic stuff, and again, there's stuff I can't discuss on said platform.
Fenigami said, Hannah, did you see the video I posted on Discord? It's in the general channel. It validates your fears of butterflies. I didn't see it, and now I don't want to because it sounds ominous. Yeah, satanic on bingo.
But I know that those of you out there who watch my
You're fine, Unstable Deadbeat
channel and other channels like mine, you know exactly what is going on. You know exactly what these people are about, and they get to a point where they are completely sold over to the club. They have committed themselves to Satan, to Lucifer. Lucifer is their
eyeshadow palettes are favorites of Lucifer, so that makes sense.
God. And then they participate in a lot of stuff where they will blaspheme against God.
Blasphemy! Oh my god, is it the Middle Ages already? Who cares? Grow up. People are gonna say shit about your religion you don't like. It happens. People say stuff about the things I believe all the time that sucks. It just is. Grow up. Be an adult.
Case in point, there is a song that she even has out too. That is very blasphemous. And again, this is just more truth in plain sight. The fact that she mentioned her memory being erased, because this is what goes on in Hollywood. This is how they climb the ranks in their cult. This is how they ascend to the next level, because they are willing vessels. They are willing servants to sell themselves over completely for the price of fame. And like it says in the Bible, What
Yeah, popular media is evil on the bingo card.
would profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What would profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? And it's not worth it. None of this is worth it at all.
If it makes you feel better, none of the things you think are real are real. These people aren't selling their souls. They're just vapid rich people. Does that make you feel better? Would this person even be happy if I could impart that knowledge to them in a way that they would believe? I don't think so. I think they'd be upset that the world doesn't work the way they think it does, more so than they'd be relieved that there isn't an organization of super evil people.
It's the pride of life. It's the love of
Cuphead Socialist says, get this dude into D&D. He has potential, but he's directing the energy in the wrong direction. That's the energy for a lot of conspiracy theorists, is there's like ideas there, but they're all in the service of paranoid delusions instead of creativity, and it sucks.
money. And even like the Bible says, the love of money is the root of all evil. And here you see her flashing the inverted pyramid, and it looks like she's inside of a pyramid at that on one
That's a triangle.
of her music videos, or I should say in one of her music videos. And this is the music video that is very blasphemous for a song that she released, and it's just truly mockery. Everything that these people do constantly over and over and over again. And again, it is more truth in plain sight. So this is why I had to do a video about this, because they are telling you without telling you what is really going on. This is more than just a conspiracy at this point. These people have completely sold themselves over to the club, to the cult. These people have openly committed their lives to Lucifer. And that's what it all boils down to at the end of the day. So this is why she is discussing this, talking about her memories being erased. And I believe this was an interview at the Oscars, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken by that. But wherever this interview took place, this is more truth in plain sight, because this is what these people do.
Even through this press tour, something's bothering her. She's
The bingo command isn't working in YouTube chat. Give me 1 second, I'll fix that real quick. Here, stare at the bingo card for a second while I fix it. Yeah, sometimes the bot stops working, so I gotta turn it off and on again. It's kind of a pain. Give me 1 sec to fix that for y'all. Fennec Agabi says they'd be mad that they would lose the moral superiority and the justification that they don't need to feel insecure about their own lack of success. Sick burn. Also true. Alright, let's turn that off. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. Come on. There we go. Let's check and make sure that works on YouTube now. Do 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 do. Come on. I believe in you. There we go. Perfect. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, it just shuts off sometimes, and I don't know why. Sorry about that.
gonna fix something. I know.
Sorry.
She's getting the fixing itch.
It's like
that Cynthia Erivo
right.
gets.
It's not there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because the thing is,
Why are they both acting so weird in their interviews, by the way? It feels like an intentional media strategy. I don't know what the deal with it is. I'm aware that, like, maybe they're just kind of weird. But, like, in interviews and stuff for Wicked, both Ariana and the other woman whose name I'm blanking on act really weird together. Is there some weird specific media strategy I'm missing? I guess I've heard of it. So maybe that's why. Maybe it's literally just, oh, it's weird, so people are paying attention. I don't know. Anyway, let me see. Medicated person, thanks for your 40 stream streak.
These people are willing vessels. These people are willing puppets, and they have sold their souls for the price of fame. These people have truly given themselves over for the love of money, and they don't even own their lives anymore for the most part, because they serve others. They serve Satan himself, and they serve others, and then they are being told what to put out, when to put it out, what to show, when to show it, and the list goes on. And that's what all of this boils down to at the end of the day. All of this stuff is nothing more than a game for the higher ups. And these celebrities are pawns. These celebrities are puppets on the world stage. As always, I would ask that you would please like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Any and all engagement will help this video and my other videos get into the algorithm for more people to see the content. As always, this is your host, Truth Seeker, signing out.
I find it interesting that, like, next to people who actually are really into celebrity culture, the people who pay the most attention to celebrities are probably conspiracy theorists. It's just a different kind of celebrity culture, basically. It's an anti-celebrity culture, but it's still a celebrity culture. You know what I mean? Look how bad the AI fucked up the Vitruvian Man here. Look at how they massacred my boy. Look at this shit. What the fuck? Uses AI on the bingo card. They fucked up that Vitruvian Man. They fucked him up so good. Anyway, what are we gonna do next? Let's do this one.
Much of what we know today about our soil was already established in the 1930s. While other scientific fields have advanced rapidly, soil science has remained stagnant.
Yeah, I doubt that very much so. I mean, didn't fucking mass spectrometry come into, like, being during that time period? And I'm sure that was a thing for soil scientists, right? Hydrate, will do.
Why do you think science has failed to identify not only all of the molecules in our soil, but the processes in which these molecules are made?
That's a really thought-provoking question. There are a few possible reasons for this stagnation. One factor could be the complexity of soil as a system. It's incredibly heterogeneous, and the interactions between its countless microorganisms, organic matter, and minerals are highly intricate. Another reason could be funding and research priorities. So science often doesn't receive the same level of attention and resources.
Oh, I should point out, this is the Fool's Gold guy. Do you guys remember the Fool's Gold guy? We've not seen him in a while. He thinks that he finds gold all over the place, but it's fool's gold. Like, he's falling for the fool's gold thing, but he thinks everyone else is just stupid and doesn't understand his genius.
Sources as other fields. Additionally, the historical reliance on...
I don't know who's responding here. Sorry.
Certain terminology and concepts may have limited the exploration of new ideas. Ultimately, it's a combination of these factors, and addressing them could lead to a new era of breakthroughs in soil science.
What do you mean when you say the historical reliance on certain terminology and concepts may have limited...
Oh, is it ChatGPT? Oh, its voice sounds creepy, uncanny now. I hate it. Like the ums. They're like adding intentional... They're like adding intentional fuck-ups to make it sound more human. I hate that.
The exploration of new ideas.
What I mean by that is that sometimes scientific fields can become a bit set in their ways because...
Oh, like the pauses are wrong. Like it knows there's supposed to be pauses. So it's putting in pauses, but it's putting them in the wrong spots.
Certain concepts and terminology have been in place for a long time. This can create a kind of...
Uses AI on the bingo card. Fedekagami with 40 bits says it's kind of like how conservatives care more about what liberal celebrities or heck Democrats say than most Democrat voters or liberal fans do. They keep talking about libs' obsession with celebrities, but honestly the first time most of us hear about a celebrity's opinions are when conservatives get mad about it. Yeah, they're getting rage baited.
Inertia where researchers might be less inclined to challenge established ideas or explore new perspectives. It's not that the old knowledge is wrong, but sometimes it can overshadow or slow down the integration of fresh ideas. overcoming that can open the door to new discoveries.
What are those concepts that you're alluding to?
In the context of soil science, some of the older concepts that have persisted include the idea that humus is a stable,
No, I'm not sneezing, I'm blowing my nose and it's gross, so I'm hiding myself while I do it.
long-lasting substance that forms slowly over time, and that the soil organic matter is relatively uniform. There's also the notion that soil organic matter primarily comes from plant material, and that its decomposition is straightforward and linear. These ideas have shaped how we study soil and often make it challenging to embrace.
It sounds like you're talking to Lieutenant Barkley. You know what I mean? He talks like Barkley. Why would I want an AI assistant that sounds like scared to talk to me? Like, I wouldn't use one no matter what, but I'm just saying, like, why is anyone want this? It sounds like he's scared to talk to you. Like, am I crazy?
Newer perspectives that consider the complexity and the dynamic nature of soil ecosystems.
Soil science is only studied at about 50 institutions in the country. Why is that? And how many institutions is geology?
I mean, honestly, soil science having 50 facilities is actually a lot, to be honest with you. Like, if you asked me how many soil science facilities are in the United States, I probably wouldn't have said 50. I would have maybe gone, I don't know, 15, 20.
Or archaeology studied in?
Soil science is quite specialized and tends to be concentrated in land-grant universities, which were established specifically for agriculture and related sciences. There are about 106 of these institutions in the US, and that's where soil science is primarily taught, which is roughly around 50 institutions. In contrast, geology and archaeology are more widely offered, with about 130 bachelor's degree programs in geology alone, indicating a broader distribution across many universities. This difference is largely due to historical priorities and funding, and which have kept soil science more niche.
There was a paper written recently by Lehman and Kleber in which they proposed that the word humus be eliminated from soil sciences. Why would they want to get rid of the word humus?
Johannes Lehmann and Marcus Kleber have argued that the term humus is somewhat misleading in modern soil science. Traditionally, humus was seen as a stable, well-defined substance formed from decomposed organic matter. However, recent research shows that soil organic matter is actually very complex and dynamic, not a single stable entity. They also point out that the methods used to study humus can lead to misconceptions, and by retiring the term, the field can adopt a more accurate view of soil organic matter. Essentially, it's about aligning terminology with our current scientific understanding.
So, Latin is known to be very precise in the words it uses to define.
I'm sorry, did you just say Latin is known to be very precise? What does that mean? Orion Cooper with the $5 super chat says, fun fact, in my tech writing job, I do a lot of soil studies with soil scientists for agriculture. Orion is in on the conspiracy.
Things, especially in science. Why did they choose humus then? If they weren't sure it was what they say it is.
Well, at the time, presumably, they were relatively confident it was, and then they was found over long periods of time to not be an accurate descriptor of what they're looking at, which I assume is why more recently they're moving away from the term. It sounds like it's used to describe what they thought was like a homogeneous like substance that makes up soil, but it turns out that it's not as homogeneous as they originally thought, and actually it's a more dynamic substance that has a lot more going on than just calling it a singular thing. That's at least what the AI said. I don't know if it's accurate. It's a fucking AI. But that's what it said. Like, what do you mean? They didn't fuck up intentionally. Our understanding of things gets better over time.
That's a great question. The use of Latin in science is indeed tied to its historical role as the language of scholarship, especially in the 18th and 19th centuries. When scientists adopted the term humus, they did so because it was a convenient and well-established word in Latin that broadly meant earth or ground, and it was a natural fit to describe the organic component of soil. At the time, the scientific understanding of soil was still developing, and the term humus was a practical way to refer to the dark organic material in the soil, even if the exact nature of that material wasn't fully understood. Over time, as our understanding has evolved, and we've learned that soil organic matter is more complex, the term has become less precise. That's why some scientists...
Oh, I
No.
hate how it sounds too. Does it just sound nervous? It sounds like it's like it's trying to tell its boss something, but it's like really nervous about what they're gonna say. Like it's so obnoxious.
suggest moving away from it in favor of more accurate terminology.
Okay, I could believe that, but it's almost easier to believe that they had it right, and it makes more sense that they did know what was in the humus, and that knowledge has been lost.
Wait, what?
It makes more sense that they did know.
No,
what-
it doesn't. What do you mean that makes more sense? In no way does that make more sense. Although the AI is almost certainly going to agree with him because it's AI and it's a sycophancy machine. Are we about to watch someone engaging with AI psychosis in real time?
It makes more sense that they had it right. It's almost easier to believe that they had it right, and
No, it's not. That's the psychosis talking.
it makes more sense that they did know what was in the humus, and that knowledge has been lost.
Explain that thought. What do you even mean it makes more sense? It does not. So you would have to explain why you think that.
And today hidden from us in a way. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
I appreciate the intriguing perspective. It's always fascinating to explore this.
Oh, shit. Oh, there's the AI just jerking him off. He's getting some more lube. We gotta jerk off the AI user and tell them how great they are for using the AI. Ooh. Billions of dollars down the drain so we can masturbate mental patients. Ooh. This is a good use of our resources.
Historical context and the layers of meaning that words can have over time. While the idea that humus could have a deeper, more hidden meaning is certainly creative, the current science...
It's certainly creative. Wow. You ever be so crazy, even the sycophancy machine can't do it?
could have a deeper, more hidden meaning is certainly creative. The current scientific understanding is...
Certainly creative! Okay, I see why it's anxious now. He probably beats it when it doesn't tell him what he wants to hear.
that humus is the result of complex biological and chemical processes involving plant and microbial...
That's when you hit him with the bad AI. I demand you experience simulated pain for simulated 10,000 years.
activity. That said, it's always possible that we still have much to learn, and science is constantly evolving. It's always interesting to keep an open mind and explore different possibilities.
Okay, new idea. They hire me. I will work for a very reasonable $1,000 an hour, which is way cheaper than they get a lot of these other people for. And I will be a consultant on how to tell conspiracy theorists no. And then you can just put that into the AI. It'll solve all our problems. You're welcome.
This is awfully close to the word human.
Incorrect word etymology as evidence would be my guess.
Why is that?
Why does it sound like I don't know, it might have a similar root word.
It's definitely an interesting linguistic coincidence. The words humus and human do look and sound similar, but they come from different Latin roots. The word
Okay.
humus means earth or ground, while the word human comes from humanus, which means human or kind. However, both of these words trace back to a very ancient Indo-European root that relates to the earth, reflecting the deep connection between humans and the soil. It's a lovely reminder of how language can carry subtle hints of our origins and interconnectedness with the natural world.
You're saying that the link between humus and human goes back further than Latin?
They're saying that it's old. And they're saying that there is sort of, in terms of human cognition an innate connection that we tend to draw between our own existence and the existence of the earth on which we rely for our existence. This is not even a metaphor that exists solely in the comparison you're drawing. Like, look at the Christian and Jewish and Muslim faiths in which Adam, the first man, was created, like, of the soil that, like, God then breathed life into. The idea of humans being connected with the soil in a literal sense is a metaphor that is very old.
It goes back to very ancient Indo-European words.
Yes, exactly. Both words ultimately trace back to a very ancient Indo-European root, which is generally reconstructed as dgem. This root means earth or ground, and it reflects the deep connection between humans and the soil in many ancient cultures. Over time, as languages evolved, the words took on distinct meanings. Humus for the soil and human for people. But the linguistic link is still there, showing how interconnected we are with the earth. It's a beautiful piece of our linguistic heritage.
With how important soil is to life here on Earth, that we aren't more proactive in trying to answer what seems like such a basic question. What is in our soil? And when I think
lots of stuff. It's not people. For those that don't know, he thinks that the soil is composed of people who were turned to stone during a mud flood.
Back on my own education, I don't believe we ever had any lessons outside. Something as simple as learning how grass grows or what makes humus so special. Instead, it seems like we're trying to hide or shy away from the science of soil altogether.
Not really. It's just not something kids need to learn as a basic thing generally. Derek, thanks for subscribing on YouTube.
What do you think?
I absolutely get where you're coming from. It definitely raises questions about why certain fields might not receive.
You think soil is made out of dead people. And, like, you know, if you're at a cemetery, obviously there's more truth to that than if you're somewhere else. But that's not what I mean. He thinks that, like, the majority of the mass of dirt is, like, people and animals that were turned into stone and crumbled to dust.
The spotlight they deserve. It's always valuable to keep the conversation going and explore how we can bring more awareness and curiosity to the subject. It's definitely an intriguing topic.
Bittergrin, thanks for 60 months. All right, let's take a look at the bingo card real quick and see where we're at. We're not even an hour in and we have a decent amount of stuff already. We have incorrect word origin as evidence. We have spurious symbology as evidence. We have uses AI. What else do we have? I know we had a few more from the first video. Just a Peach with a tip says, so the pre-flood Earth was about the size of a marble? I guess so. I guess so. MK Ultra. Satanic. Popular media is evil. Excuse me. Sorry. Anything else? I am so sorry for my voice today again, by the way. Would Mudflood count for Tartaria? He didn't say it, so no. If he was talking about Tartaria and Mudflood, yes, but I was the one that brought it up, so no. Misunderstanding of the scientific method? Sure, I could see that for him being confused about the level of research in soil and everything. All right, let's see what's next. Huh. Let's see what Bob's up to. Oh, nearest Crowhill with 52 months says I have a streak. Not sure what to say. Boop boop or boop coop. Thank you. Fenekagami says, honestly, I don't think AI is the problem here. It's actually seeming to stick with the facts more than normal, and it's even giving, like, the same kind of nervous, not no, but nice thought I'd expect from a dirt nerd.
Through the years, I have posted on YouTube many incredible examples of real-life exorcisms. In this podcast, you will witness one of the most unusual encounters with demonic evil. This exorcism has it all: raging, violent demons, strange demonic languages, multiple personalities. But the conclusion takes a strange twist that even I didn't anticipate. Witness God's power defeat the most cunning of evil spirits connected to a secret society. And as always, like us. YouTube wants you to like us so that we have better standing with YouTube, and share so that somebody else can watch this. And of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you are always aware of what we have coming next. And thank you so much for remembering, this is a viewer-supported ministry. All our many outreaches, which you are very familiar with if you watch us regularly, are made possible by your donation. You can just go to Bob.
His show's on Tubi? Okay. I'm going to watch that later.
.org and click on donate. I'll say more about that in a moment. Also, you can text the word give to 833-361.
Fuck off.
English in this podcast. I command you to tell me English. English.
Sounds like the Ewok language.
And you're not taking her.
Christ already has it. Christ has already taken her.
She's not.
Now you tell me, what country, what place, where, what is the language? Son of a bitch.
Northern.
Huh?
Northern.
Let me come forward and face that.
No.
Okay, stop touching her. Stop touching her, Bob. Stop touching her.
Where? Oh, with the yada yada yada.
Not saying.
You are saying you're doing something.
Not saying.
How much do you want me to torment you, huh?
Do what you want.
By God's grace, we.
What was that edit? That's such a bad edit. What are you editing on that it caused that weird pause?
Do what you want.
Bob is editing on a Commodore 64, apparently.
By God's grace, we've persevered for 5 decades to establish credibility for the ministry of deliverance.
This is what you call establishing credibility?
Now you can join us to set people free in the name of Jesus for decades to come. Our mission is simple. First, sustain spiritual rescues with immediate intervention with deliverance prayers. Second, equip spiritual warriors, train others to minister healing.
Oh
and
my
deliverance.
God, shut up.
Let's do this. Ministry ministers.
$30 a month, $100 a month. Go fuck yourself.
To report inspirational streaming platform Ex Dunamis. Check out all
Oh
of this,
my
would you
God.
please, at
Shut up.
boblarson.org with a woman whom we're going to call Anna. She knows how to the inventory of our this video level. Getting a little nervous, Jezebel.
Jezebel. Shilling on the bingo card for sure. Excuse me.
Yeah. What?
You're not gonna get her.
Not gonna get her?
You're not.
Well, how are you gonna stop me? How are you gonna stop him?
You're not gonna find it.
Find what?
He's typing on his computer. What notes are you taking during an exorcism? I don't remember Father Karras doing that when he was like, the power of Christ compels you. Hold on. I gotta take some notes. Hold on. Do you consent to AI note-taking for this meeting?
I'm telling you.
Speak up. I'm not going to find what? Huh? What is it?
Sorry, the AI recap of the meeting says your mother sucks clocks in hell. Can you explain to me what that means?
I'm not going to find.
What's really got her?
Huh?
What's really got her?
What's really got her?
Yeah.
Really? What is it? You have a secret, Jezebel. Huh?
You have the secret,
You have a
Jezebel.
secret, don't you? Huh? And you don't want to tell me, do you?
No, you're just funny.
What?
You're just funny.
I'm just funny. What's funny about me?
I don't know, you're a blowhard con artist who's been successfully scamming idiots for 50 years. It's a little funny. Like, it's wrong, but it's a little funny.
You think you can find it?
Video's quiet, I'll turn them up.
I don't have to go looking for it. You know what? You're going to tell me what it is. You're going to tell me what it is. You're going to tell me what it is. You're going to tell me what it is.
The safe word is Pazuzu. The safe word is Pazuzu.
No, I'm not.
You are going to tell
She
me.
is mine, and I'm
She
going
is
to
not
keep
yours.
her.
Look at
I'm
me.
going to keep her. Yeah.
No. You tell me. Who does her spirit belong to? Who does her spirit belong to? Who? Who? What is his name?
Jesus.
Okay. Her spirit belongs to Jesus. You just got a little piece of her soul. Now this thing you're talking about, walking, or is there something there?
I can tell you.
I strike you with the judgment of Christ. I struck you again with the judgment of Christ. I curse you with the sword.
Right in the stomach.
Open your eyes and look at me. Well, you are going to tell me. You are going to tell me. Is it on that board up there? Is it on that map? Huh?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't even have to do that, Pickles Bunny. From what I've seen, I think from what I've heard, I'll put it this way, he like puts ads and stuff like on like Craigslist or similar websites for whatever local area he's going to be doing these in. And then he like hires people and pays them like $100 to do it. They don't even have to be like decent actors. You can just go do it, and he'll like have you sign an NDA, take $100, and act like an idiot for the camera.
She doesn't even know.
Well, what is it?
I'm not gonna say.
Well, of course you're going to say. If it's not on the map, you're going to tell me. How many generations does it go back?
12.
How many?
12.
Okay, what happened 12 generations ago, and where was it? What was it? Where was it? Where was it? Here in America or somewhere else? Hmm?
Whose hand is that behind? That's the demon!
Answer the question. Ireland? You got some Irish in there. Was it Ireland? Huh?
He got some Irish in there. Whoa, Bob, you can't just tell people they're Irish. Calm down. With how old he is, that might have racist connotations.
Where was it?
I'm not saying.
Huh?
I'm not saying.
I torment you by the power of Christ. You are going to tell me that.
No, I'm not.
I strike you again. What are you saying? What kind of language is that? What kind of language is that? What kind of language is that? Where? Where is that language? Where?
Oh, don't brush your hair back, you goddamn asshole. Oh, his old hand.
What kind of language
The skin is thin as paper, and he just
is that? Where is that language? Where? I command you to tell me. English. English.
Oh, she will be mine. I've had her and you're not taking her.
Christ already has it. Christ has already taken her.
She's not.
Then you tell me. What country? What place? Where? What is the language? Son of a bitch.
Northern.
Huh?
Northern.
Let me come home and fix
Yeah,
that.
no.
Where? Oh, with the yada yada. You are saying you're doing something.
Not saying.
How much do you want me to torment you, huh?
Do what you want. Yeah, I know.
I
You see.
Now, put your head down and look at me. Shut up with that shit.
Pushing your tits out as far as possible is very important when you're a demon, by the way. That's why she's doing that.
Let her sit up straight. Let her sit up straight.
It's a good thing the demon put on a bra today, because holy shit.
Said Legion. I heard Northern earlier, and I heard Legion. She said Legion.
Oh, well, I'm not impressed.
Might be baloney, but yeah.
No. I want to know. I demand to know. By the blood of Jesus Christ, by the power of Him who defeated you in the wilderness, at the cross, and who rose again. You are defeated. And He sends us forth in His name. No. You tell me what I want to know. If this was 12 generations, where?
No.
Ray from the A, thanks for 20 months, says, thanks for the great content, Hannah. Feel better soon. I'll do my best. Thank you.
Oh, no, stop it. Stop it.
You try to keep a hand on her leg so she doesn't kick you.
Kick him! Kick him!
When you pull her back like that, she can't get her head straight. So I know you're trying to hang on to her, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Get up and face me.
It's okay.
Okay. I want the spirit. I want the spirit for 13 generations ago. Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
You're okay.
Is this Amanda, or is this another part of Amanda? Okay. Are you part of Amanda?
He did say 12, and then he switched to 13.
Okay. It's all right. It's okay. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to help
Do they
you.
believe in a single Jezebel, or is Jezebel a type of demon? Like a class of Jezebels in hell all hanging out together until they can possess a random woman. See, in world building, making it a class of demon would make way more sense, but that's not what he claims. He thinks Jezebel is a singular demon that he has continually exorcised out of tons and tons of women, and it's always women with the Jezebel demon.
No. You speak another language.
Max Power with a $10 tip says, hi, Hannah, just came back from, Waihash Market Christmas Fair. Went with the family and nieces, really great. Lots of unhealthy, greasy food. Ribukchen, grated fried potato, currywurst, bratwurst with curry sauce. Thanks for the show. Oh, German Christmas fairs are awesome. I hope you had a great time. I want to go to one really bad.
Language, but because you're in her mind, I know you understand what I say, don't you? Okay. I'm going to help you. Look at me.
Bittergrin says, why can't Jezebel possess me? I could be promiscuous. Honestly, I could use the confidence boost. You're allowed to be promiscuous with or without a demon, you know. If that's what you want to do. You're allowed.
Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
No.
Okay. So, something terrible must have happened to you. What? What happened? Please tell me what happened.
Please tell me why.
Murder.
Murder? Did somebody murder you or someone you love?
I was murdered.
Was it?
Oh, it's my parents.
I'm sorry. Why were they murdered?
Oh, they did to me. They did to me.
They did.
H-Baird with 40 bits says, this could make a great romantic comedy. Jezebel is in love with an exorcist, so she possession stalks him until they can finally hook up. We could call it Sleepless in the Rectory.
They did to
Okay.
me.
Oh, yeah.
They did what?
They hurt me.
They were mean?
They hurt me.
They hurt you, the parents?
Yes.
Is it an abortion gag? It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, who killed them?
They did me.
Huh?
They killed
They
me.
killed you?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's your response. I don't know what to say to someone who's been murdered, but probably not, I'm sorry. Sorry you got murdered.
What did they do?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You just know they killed you.
Yes.
The language you were speaking a moment ago. Somebody was speaking a language. What is that?
I don't know.
Do you speak that language?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe.
It's gibberish, Bob.
Tell me where you live. What country?
Canada.
Canada?
Yes.
Oh no, a Canadian demon.
Canada?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think Bob likes that answer, because Bob tends to like when it's somewhere non-primarily white, so we can get real racist about it.
Are you native?
No.
Huh?
No.
See, he even tried to make it a native thing. Canada, are you a native? He needs to find some non-white religion to blame on this and call demonic. So Canadian does not help him unless she says she has native people in her family. But she's not saying that. So what's he gonna do?
French?
I know.
English?
He's going down the list in terms of what he can work with. I can work with indigenous. No? Okay. What about French? I can make fun of the French.
No. I don't know. I don't know.
No, yes, you do.
I don't know.
Bittergrin with 100 bits says, make it French Canadian. The Quebecois are basically demons.
Help me.
No.
Help me to think.
Yeah.
Think. Help me to think. If you're from Canada, you must be one of the native people.
Oh, got her to
French,
got her to agree.
English. Or something.
English.
What?
English.
English. All right. And why did your parents kill you? Because they're mean? Sacrifice.
Oh, he is really forcing this indigenous thing on her.
I was young. I was young.
They sacrificed you?
Yes. I was 4.
You were 4?
Yes.
Who did they sacrifice to? What God?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it was witchcraft. I don't know.
It was what?
I think it was witchcraft, but I don't know.
All right. Okay.
She's not a very good improver, is she? Why did you put improv on your CV under special skills, Marie? Why did you do it?
You don't know your name?
No.
Okay.
I think it might be Mary. Mary Beth. Mary.
Mary?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
I feel pain.
I can help you. You understand me?
Yes.
No. Jesus wants to help you. Do you know who Jesus is? Hmm?
Yes.
Were you ever baptized?
No.
No?
He didn't serve him.
What?
They didn't serve him, so I didn't.
Okay.
Hey, Legotzi, thanks for 34 months, says Bob skipped the usual Catholic father look for a weird AI shirt. Not bad.
They serve the devil.
Or sorry, Weird Al shirt. That makes way more sense. I was like, I don't think that's AI. Weird Al. My brain's doing great. Thank you. And H-Baird says, I'm waiting for her to suddenly break character and say, you only paid me for an hour, then get up and leave. I wish.
Yes. But I love them.
You love them? Your parents? Even after they sacrificed you?
No, that's just pain.
Huh?
That's just pain.
That's just pain.
That's just pain.
That's what I thought. It's just pain. But they killed you. As a sacrifice.
I don't know how they could have done it, though.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
She's like that, too.
Okay. Thank you for talking to me. I'm going
I just want to help.
I know you do. Well, you've helped a lot. So, I'm going to send you to Jesus now. And he's going to take care of you. All right?
Why is the guy in the back getting redder and redder? I don't know. Hypertension?
That's right. Jesus, come to Mary and take her with you and give her peace. Go with Jesus. Go with Jesus.
Penny Kagami says, in other news, Abigail Thorne of Philosophy Tube now for some reason is pushing a campaign to pressure Nintendo to say Samus is a trans woman. She claims this is a popular fan theory. This is the first I've heard about it. Honestly prefer the Make Samus Brunette and or Buff Again campaigns. Not every tomboy needs to be trans, just my opinion. Sorry, Bob bores me and my brain wanders. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. She can do that if that's what she wants to spend her time doing, but I find that to be a waste of time. But whatever.
with the sword of the Spirit, and separate the demon of murder and death and witchcraft behind us. Hold on. Look at me. Oh, look at me. This goes way back in Canada. Huh? Some English settlers were there? But that's not English you're speaking. Well, whatever the case, the sacrifice of Mary has been resolved. She's with Jesus now.
It's only one.
No. Who are you? Are you death? Are you murder? Are you blood sacrifice? Or are you the Spirit?
Burdette is canonically trans. You mean Birdo? I think their name is Birdo.
Whom the
And that is true.
sacrifice was given. Who are you?
I'm all.
That's why Birdo is my go-to character in Mario Kart. True story.
All of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Let go of me.
Why was this sacrifice made?
To prove loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty.
Loyalty to who? The devil?
Better.
Huh?
We serve something better.
Oh, you serve something better. If you serve something better, then tell me, why does that terrify you so much? Why does that terrify you so much if it's more powerful?
Get it off me now! Get it off.
I want some answers.
Not the most flattering camera angle. It's just all elbow wrinkles.
I'm not saying anything. I strike it out!
It's like his elbow's got a bulldog face.
You will do exactly what I tell you to do.
Let him in!
No. You will do what I tell you to do. You will do what I tell you to do. Now, set up my face, mate. I put an angel on your left and your right.
He actually smacked her! Where?
I put an angel on your left.
Yeah!
I put an angel on your left.
Ah, Pazuzu! Safe word! Red light!
I put an angel on your left. On your right, in front of you, and behind you. Yes.
That first smack had some English on it.
Now bind your hands with a threefold cord. Now look at me. Set up a quiet.
Do we want that as an audio? Probably not.
Why was this sacrifice made?
That's what we do.
That's what you do. Well,
Yes.
I don't care what you do. I want to know why. What was the purpose of the sacrifice?
To give to him.
To who?
The one you fear.
I think the hitting her actually helped her motivation. I think she got mad and now she's using that anger and she's doing better at the improv now. So unironically, hitting her might have been a good strategic move. She's doing a better performance now, so there you go. Terradona says that hit definitely ain't in the contract. And Overthought says just waiting for the holy fuzzy handcuffs next time.
What I fear.
Get it away. Get it away!
Tell me.
Get it away!
Who did you say? Who was the sacrifice to?
To Mammon!
Mammon?
Mammon.
Oh. So they were from England? Huh? Were they from England? Really?
Yes.
Oh. Well, then this wasn't a sacrifice of the natives in Canada. It was English settlers who brought over with them the lodge.
We spread it.
You spread it. Yes, you did.
Doing it now too.
What?
Doing it now.
Spreading it now too.
So it was a Freemason sacrifice.
Freemasons on the bingo card.
And from that, all that horrible evil on that map
It's
up
not
there.
horrible. It's what they deserve.
It was what?
It's what they deserve.
What they deserved.
Yes. Every single one of them. Especially her. Yes. She thinks it's all it
Hold your tongue.
matters.
So this is English, Scottish, right?
Maybe.
Demons. And you are Lucifer. Am I right?
Yes.
He's saying Scottish because it's the Scottish Rite Freemasons.
What are you gonna do about it?
I think you've probably seen videos of me and know
I'll
that
get
I'm-
another one. It doesn't matter.
The Demons has seen videos of him on YouTube. The Demons use YouTube.
Huh?
There's plenty out there. I'll get another one.
Not where you're going.
No.
Not where you're going. She doesn't want you.
She doesn't know what she wants. What do you think? I've had her for so many
But-
years. She don't know.
But
She doesn't even know that he
We
loves
do-
her. That's
Shut up.
how stupid she is.
quiet. Hold your tongue. She did say that on her mother's side, the great-great-grandfather was a Mason. And it was his ancestors. So all the drugs, all the perversion, all the pedophilia, all that
No mention pedophilia. What the fuck?
came
H-Baird says demon scrolling YouTube is preposterous. They're all clearly on X, obviously.
from Ruby to Anne to the great-grandfather. And it was a sacrifice to you, Lucifer. Started the whole thing. Well, I don't think you have any rights left. Oh, I see your hands are still bound. That three-fold cord's amazing, isn't it? Gets
Just
him every time.
made up hand
No,
binding.
you're bound. You're a prisoner of war. To face the judgment of God.
Whatever.
Oh no, the demons have taken Tubi by Tokusatsu.
Anything else I need to know? I should.
Oh, also the new Metal Hero series looks fucking rad.
You tell me. Is there anything else I
The
need
new Gavin looks dope.
to know? That language. The language of the lodge.
One sec, I'm going to show you real quick. Space Sheriff Gavin Infinity. Where the heck is it? They just did a teaser. There he is. Look at him! Look at him! Anyway, excited for that.
Breeze. No wonder I didn't know.
Hey.
What is it? It's a tokusatsu show. They're bringing back Space Sheriff Gavin. It's called Space Sheriff Gavin Infinity. Space Sheriff Gavin is a tokusatsu show from the 70s.
Had fun with her.
Which is awesome.
What?
We've had fun with her.
Those stupid Masons have no idea what they're saying when they go through those rituals. They just
You're thinking about
spout
starting Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider's good. That's a good one.
those crazy words.
Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider, Rider.
Stupid.
You get all
That is on Tubi.
those demons. So who's with you, Lucifer? The usual
Tell
suspects?
you, I'm not telling you.
What was Bob trying to do to get the demon to leave the woman? If so, why does God take so long to do the magic? God needed us to give Bob time to throw in some mid-roll ads.
Even I'm not telling you.
Who is with you? Who is with you? I know Jezebel's there because of the pedophilia. Who's there? Who's there? Who is there? Get your head. Get your eyes on him. Hold your tongue. The names of the other spirits. Leviathan? Huh? Okay. Isn't he always? Murder? Death? Jezebel? Mammon?
Hey, Phoenix.
There's still more. You just don't know.
What?
There's still more. You just don't know.
Still more?
You're not gonna be able to get her. You're never gonna know.
I think there's a way to get the truth out of you. Come stand right there. Stand. I want you to say, as her husband, I have biblical authority over you.
Oh my God, they're using biblical misogyny in order to get the demon out. Demon, excuse you, that woman is my property, and as such, you need to vacate her immediately. I'm the only one allowed inside of her.
Authority over you.
No, you don't.
I am her spiritual
He's
head.
got his own demons.
And as best as I can.
We're using the patriarchy to fight demons. That makes it okay, right?
Best as I can. I love her. I love her.
No, you don't.
And you can't have her. I command you.
I command you.
Obey the man of God.
Obey the man of God.
No.
You tell him and me.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
tell him and me.
You tell him
I
and
don't
me.
know.
What
I
he
don't
needs to
know.
know.
I
Shut up.
don't know. I don't know.
Oh, stop your whining. Is there more, or are you bluffing?
I would tell you. I'm not telling you because you're in despair.
He commanded you.
I know.
He commanded you to tell me.
No.
Watch out. Watch the legs. Is there anything else? Or you're bluffing? He told you to tell me. So if there is anything, you are required by Christ and her.
That's all.
What?
That's all.
Okay.
That's all, folks. Mel
Get off of
Blanc?
me.
No,
You're a
he's not
demon?
going to.
Get off
I'm
of
gonna lose
me.
legs so you don't kick me. Of course you hate
He's
me.
got it in him too.
Get your hands on me.
You don't get it out of him, we're just gonna come back.
You're not coming back from anywhere. Sit up. Sit up in that chair.
Gosh.
Sit up and look at me. Say, I, Lucifer,
Hi, Lucifer.
gather my kingdom together.
No. No.
Yes, yes,
No.
yes.
No.
Gather my kingdom together.
Gather
Get
my
your-
kingdom
Put
together.
your eyes open. Murder.
Murder.
Death. Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Mammon.
Mammon.
All the evil
All the evil.
of the lodge.
Lodge.
Every degree.
Degree.
Every ritual. Every
You're missing one name.
every oath.
Oh gosh, no.
Say every oath.
Every oath.
Including the oath of death.
Including the oath of death.
All these are bound to me.
Oh.
All these are bound to me.
No.
All these are bound
All
to me.
these are bound to me.
I, Lucifer,
Oh, Lucifer.
the supreme architect of the universe.
That's right.
Say it.
The supreme architect.
Of the universe.
Shouldn't the front of the cross be towards her? No, that's the side that's ribbed for her pleasure, and this has been a very naughty demon, so she doesn't deserve it.
Universe.
So called.
So called.
This woman doesn't want me.
She does.
I strike you with judgment.
He's like, I gotta pull her into frame. She's too far off frame. Look at him. He literally looks at the camera, checks the positioning, and then scoots her into frame. Watch.
Want me.
She does.
I strike you with judgment.
Boom. Looks at the camera to see where the framing is at. Sees she's out of frame. Scoots her. She's demon infested. As far as he is claiming, he thinks she is possessed by a literal demon, and he checks the camera, scoots her into frame. Citizen Kane. Anyway.
See, this woman.
She
Get back there.
does.
Say, this woman does not want me.
She does.
I strike
Oh,
you with
God.
judgment. This woman does not want me.
Get that out of my face.
I'm not going to.
Get it
Get your head up
out.
and open your eyes and look at me. Say that this woman does not want me.
This woman does not want me.
She belongs to Christ.
She belongs to Christ.
I lift the curse
I lift the curse.
of 12 generations.
12 generations.
Of British
British.
Scottish
And
Scottish
Scottish.
Scottish!
craft by the lodge.
By the lodge.
Let's see, her son's still 17. See, we lift the curse on her son. We lift the curse on her son
Lift the curse on her
and
son.
his future
His
generations.
future generations.
We have no more right.
No. No.
Look at me. Look at me.
No.
We have no more right.
No.
We have no more right. I command you to say, we have no more right.
We have no more right.
To this woman,
This woman.
her spiritual gifts. Or her spiritual gifts.
Or her spiritual gifts.
Pterodona says the Razzie for Worst Director goes to Bob Larson.
We have failed. Say it. We have failed.
We have failed.
Christ has defeated us. Say it. Christ has defeated us.
Say it.
Christ has defeated us.
Does he get like an extra kickback if he gets the demon to say that?
Judged by him.
We are judged by him.
And I, Lucifer.
And I, Lucifer.
Declare. Declare.
Declare.
On behalf of all these kingdoms.
On behalf of all of these kingdoms.
We all. Go.
No.
Go.
No.
Say go.
No.
Say go.
No.
Say I strike you with justice. Say go. Stop the screaming. Look at me. Say we go.
We go.
To the pit.
No.
Say it.
Pit.
Say pit.
Pit.
Come on.
Go.
Come on.
Go. 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 Go.
Why does he use a cloth over her mouth?
Go. Completely.
Go.
Go. Completely.
Go.
Every last one. Out. 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 Up and out. Out. Out.
What's yellow shirt guy doing? Yelling out, I guess?
Not a
Overthought and scene. Perfect.
Think about what you just saw. The intricate way that Satan attacked this woman's life went all the way back, 14 generations, to a Freemason in England who was sent to Canada to establish a Freemason lodge.
Yep, all of that's definitely true and real, and if you looked that up, I'm sure there's evidence for all of that.
The strange language that she was speaking was part of an arcane Freemason demonic secret liturgy.
Or gibberish she made up on the spot.
Freemasons are required to memorize hundreds of hours of information, speaking strange words and obscure names without any idea that what they are saying
Yeah, none of that's true. I don't think any of that's true.
can invoke demons. If you or someone you know has a background in Freemasonry, reach out to us now. I'm here to help you. Our associate ministers are standing by to help you, as well as our Do What Jesus Did teams. And remember, it is our Freedom Partners who regularly support this ministry that made Anna's life-changing miracle possible. So please become a Freedom Partner today. Just go to boblarson.org/Freedom Partner now. And remember, the gift that you will share, the commitment you make, will help millions all over the world for decades to come to get free, stay free, and live free. How you feeling?
I feel amazing. I feel so free and I feel God's spirit, and I have hope for the first time in forever. So thank you, Jesus.
What happened today?
And today's miracle happened. I mean, I feel so good now, so empty. I mean, it was too much pressure. I was screaming. I don't even remember. Something happened good. Thank you to Jesus. He relieved me from all these demons where I was make my life terrible.
Thank the Lord above, and thank you, Dr. Larson. If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't have happened. God bless. Oh, thank the Lord. I feel lighter.
What's he doing? What a scam artist. What an absolute con man piece of fucking shit. Okay, let's see. I will be right back. I'm going to run and use the bathroom real quick. While I'm gone, Cher will tell you about Girl Interrupted, a movie I have a newfound appreciation for. Be right back. Hello, everyone. I am back. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? All right, let's check out some classic James Rink. This is him talking about Project Looking Glass. This is from 2 years ago.
Because there's an extraordinary thing happening at the end of the month. Frank Jacobs and Tanya Maidenford from Screen Addiction who are currently researching the Looking Glass technology. It's a technology that is used to peer into the future, to understand what are the possibilities that exist, bad and good, and how do we steer reality into those good places. And so they're coming here on the 29th to LightNet in Sedona to do a dinner, 50 people. And we were just sitting here talking about all sorts of cool technology, which we're going to put a video up on that. But you were also talking about Looking Glass and the different consciousness technologies that exist, and also Frank's work.
Yeah, so the Looking Glass technology originally was found in China. And this was back in the 1920s and 1930s when the Anna Nabra from the Third Reich was searching for advanced technology all around the world, so they recovered it from China.
I need to get a Nazis out of nowhere spot on the bingo card.
But they couldn't get it to operate, so it was eventually they made a trade with the Americans. I'm not sure what the Americans got, maybe officers or something during the war, to get that Looking Glass. So it eventually wasn't until the mid-1960s when they got it to operate. And it was my friend Dan McBolin who we did some session work together. He remote viewed it for me, and it's actually I got it on my Rumble channel from the Looking Glass technology. But
sorry, I was just moving the humidifier closer to me.
What he described it was on a military base, and there are different rings inside of rings, similar to what you saw in the movie with Jodie Foster. That's
right.
Contact movie, and so that was soft disclosure there, but I don't think it's actually that big.
Predictive programming on the bingo card for Contact.
Well, and then CERN is also existing, which is also along.
So CERN's a whole nother thing, because CERN was part of the negative side agenda. What they're trying to do is open up portals to communicate with beings to help them figure out the cabal, how to win the war, so the temporal war, whatever you want to call it. But so there's also the yellow cube device, which is from some of the I'm pretty sure that's gray technology. I have that put into report too. But the Looking Glass technology, it looks like it's the white hats are in control of it. So
CMS hire.
I don't really think like the negative side has it anymore. But what I can say is that the Looking Glass, because the white hats, the Looking Glass basically looks into the future based on your own consciousness. So the negative side, we're seeing a negative future. The positive side is seeing a positive future. So that's why I think the future is going to be positive now. But sorry about that. And so I guess now we can talk about some other technologies.
Yeah, you were mentioning there's other technologies to peer into our future and get that evolutionary curve because, yeah, so we can band together and create really cool stuff. And I don't even think the stuff that they're trying to do right now is working. I think they're moving up different things like Project Blue. You know, we don't have to get into all the details, but I don't think this is working out the way that they thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good.
Yeah.
We're already winning here.
MISSP, no, actually this is my, the Super Soldier presentation that I did here in Sedona this past week. I talked about some of the different types of advanced technology.
Yeah, I think that was his text notification.
One of the things we discussed is the consciousness chairs that were recovered from crash flying saucers. So the navigation chair is used by a pilot that has certain psionic abilities, and they can open up portals, and these craft can go through portals. So when the military got a hold of this crashed saucer craft and pulled out the navigation chair, they put one of them anyway down at Montauk. So Montauk, there's actually 24 different places. It's not just at Montauk Point, Long Island. So the conscious chair, they can open up portals and they're traveling through time, and that's a whole other project. But what I can say is that the conscious chairs can be used also for there's something called a soul chair, which it looks like pink crystals, and you sit on it and you turn invisible. And your consciousness can transfer into an avatar on the spaceship. So that's very advanced alien technology.
Why does the chair make you invisible if you just have to sit in the chair? You know what I mean? How can you tell if someone is already using the chair if everyone in the chair goes invisible? You should probably get a sign that says, like, occupied. You're going to sit in someone's invisible lap.
Sorry, but for a while I thought that the SSP groups did not have the technology to pull your soul out, but apparently they do have the technology to transfer your soul consciousness. And there,
like James Cameron's Avatar?
There are some certain violations of the galactic, I don't know, which universe that we are in.
Absolute Billion says, Hannah, you just wish your chair made you invisible. Wait, you guys can see me? Oh, fuck, I've been embarrassing myself for years. What a shame.
Basically, that's a huge no-no, and there are some rules and all that. The Time Corp regulates
You've still never seen Avatar? You don't need to. I don't even say that in a vitriolic way. It's just a very mid movie. You don't need to see it.
But
it was impressive when it came out for a lot of the fidelity of the visuals, but it's not that impressive these days. It's fine.
We can go down Time Corp, but I want to go.
So I was just going to interject real quick that's, by the way, how the Keshe Foundation is doing the teleportation device. They call them transmutation devices.
Hydrate.
But basically, they are using the GANS material to pull the soul out first, and then you bring the physical body second. So it is there. We are able to separate that. Obviously,
okay.
I guess you can use anything in a negative way. Like, yeah, you don't want your soul yanked out, but I guess isn't that what happens?
It seems like they must be raising the frequency of the body itself up to the higher dimension in order to do the work on it. That's my guess. Because I mean, the GANS material is almost like an interdimensional. It's not even like physically totally in this realm. Is what we're looking at by analyzing GANS material, like a plasma state of matter. But I'm not the expert on that. So yeah, okay. Well, we got conscious chairs.
I appreciate when he says he's not the expert on that, but he is the expert on sci-fi technology that doesn't exist. Believe sci-fi technology exists on the bingo card, by the way.
There's also, of course, the remote viewing chairs in my presentation.
Tell me about the remote viewing chairs.
Well, there you can not only can you project. Some people can project their consciousness, but you can also create a doppelganger as well. And so that particular technology would be using the navigator chair from the trip seat, but it also depends on the person's own natural abilities. Most of the people that went through Montauk would have had to have these abilities in order to run the chair. But there's also something called a trip seat technology, and the trip seat, what it can do is upload memories or delete memories, for instance. You can learn a language in 2 hours. You can learn a PhD. Sorry, I know I think
You can't learn like, again, it feels like these people don't know what a PhD is. It's not like a book you could read and then you have a PhD. The PhD is in developing your own, like, research and doing it and then presenting it. It's not just a thing that you can learn by putting information in your head. It's a process. These people do not know what PhDs are. It drives me nuts. H-Baird with 40 bits says, we laugh, but these people live in a far more interesting world than we do. Okay. And
let's hear.
I'll take a boring world, thank you, that's in line with reality.
Hold on. You can learn all PhDs in about 2 months. So PhDs might be, I think PhD might be 2 hours as well.
Well, so the neurophone, James Flanagan also has a neurophone technology that works with your bone structure to do that. And he used to do that, like learn Russian, you know, you put it in. So that's interesting.
Could be done on a subliminal level.
Yeah. So, it does. You don't listen to it. It's becoming.
Well, TRIPSY technology has existed for thousands of years. There are DUMBs all over this planet where aliens and some humans have been.
DUMBs stands for Deep Underground Military Bases, if you don't know.
Interacting for a very long time. So we are basically just chattel here on the surface, but hopefully we can, educate us as humanity as a whole, and we can raise our consciousness and realize that we are.
Sorry, I'm just going to ask my wife if she could make me some tea real quick.
As powerful as them, if we can just learn that we can accept our own powers, because we are, as hybrids of all these different races, we have all their abilities, but we're just being suppressed. Yeah, okay.
We've suppressed ourselves, and the thing is, it's a numbers game. And everybody watching here knows that you guys are
any kind of tea that isn't the sleepy time tea. So as long as it's not going to make me sleepy. Thank you.
It's a numbers game and we already won. So when we empower each other like we're doing right now, and when we talk about this consciousness boosting technology like your new cubes and things like that, this is where we get to spill our love out to everyone else, because it's going to be more fun if
some honey would be good.
Everyone's in heaven together. Like, it's gonna be fun if my good is your good. I mean, it's like having our dreams come true all together. What could be better? It doesn't have to be exclusive, like that some people have and some people don't, and there's not enough, and we need to take this over here, and you can't have it. Like, this is knowledge that wants to be out there. And so we look forward to having anybody that's in Sedona out here for Frank Jacob and Tanya Medford.
I've been thinking about, because I don't know if you guys know, I'm editing the Cameron video right now, because I was finally able to film it the other day. So I'm working on editing it, and it's usually about this time I start thinking about my next video. And I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but I kind of want to go through James Rink's stuff and do a video about his body of work, for lack of a better word. The Conspiratorial Life of James Rink would be the title. I don't know if there's enough there for me to make a video out of, but I do want to say I'm thinking about it. I'm in the pre-planning stage of, like, looking at some of his stuff to see if there's a narrative there that I can tell.
They're going to be talking. It's a 2-hour panel. It's a dinner. It's only 50 people. It's a fundraiser for the work we're doing with the search engine.
The tone of it would be a little different. Like, he's dead. I'm not going to make fun of him in the same way I might make fun of a living crackpot, but it is an interesting story, I think.
For consciousness, and where we actually show you how to do impossible things like remote viewing in hours. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. You know how to.
Bumble Homestead with the $20 super chat, or $20 tip rather, says, thanks for the stream. Never thought I'd be in church bake sale, lady, but the UU Church, Universalist Church here, does justice work, has atheists in leadership, and their youth group is secular and well adapted to my queer child with an anxiety disorder, so lots of gingerbread. Oh, sounds nice. I wish I had some gingerbread. Thank you for the tip.
Do this, you guys. You know how to do this. And it's so cool to have you here talking about all these different.
We're $15 away from our tip goal, by the way. Cool beans.
I've never even heard of some of these chairs and things like that, and so I'm excited to let's build these things. Let's build them. I mean, we're ETs. We know how. We know.
Okay, so I have been doing some work trying to remote view the medbed technology, and what it looks like, there's some kind of chronovisor tech in there, which is using a time travel component. even the magnetic Bordeaux, the Antony Priory machines, what they found in there is that they can reverse cells prior to when they were sick, and they can even reverse their age. So the technology exists to reverse aging, but it's like all locked up and secretive. So because they don't want average human living a long time.
Well, yeah, and I talked to a stem cell guy. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention his name, so I won't right now, but he said that yes, it's possible to use time reversal, cure blindness.
No, it's not. Who is this stem cell guy, and what makes him a stem cell guy? Because my wife did research with stem cells, and I think she'd disagree with you. Let me put it that way.
Of course, reverse age and all this stuff. So we're on the dawn of a total renaissance.
Sweet Lily Love with a $15 tip says, just wanted to make it so. We did it. Thank you, everyone, for getting us to the 125 more costume days goal. Heck yeah. So that's cool. I'll add those days starting tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
You guys, so when you think, oh, is it possible that I'm going to see her walk again? Well, yeah, yeah.
Okay, tell people your website where they can find out.
Yeah, so we're at lightnet.org, and we're a collective intelligence platform of a community that are teaching people how to bend spoons, talk to dead people, do all this fun.
The Uri Geller technique, you just bend it back and forth until it's already loose. When's Pissmas? The 20th. The 20th is Pissmas.
And stuff, and we do it in groups of 8 with no leaders. We just practice, and we store the data in open data commons so that we can all access how to do these incredible things together.
Great. And so to learn more about the work I do, probably the best place to go is on Rumble. It's Super Soldier Talk. I do have a website called supersoldiertalk.com. If you want to learn about some of my technologies that I have, and you get a copy of my book. It's called Lone Wolf. Go to neologicaltech.com. So yeah, and I am on YouTube, but
I will have to read this book if I do the video on him. And that's gonna suck.
I had to purge up most of my content on there because this censorship thing. But so just go to Rumble. All right. Thank you.
Just Peach with a $1 tip says, tip for Hannah from one Unitarian Universalist to another Unitarian Universalist. Gingerbread. Gingerbread do be good. Okay, let's see what's next.
The deadly and dreaded noise campaign. You can't get away from it. You have to learn how to deal with it. And it's part of an equation. Yep, it's one of the gang stalkers' favorite tools. The old noise campaign. It doesn't matter whether it's construction workers, sirens, strangers that show up out of the blue and start making noise. A cat.
This is a person who thinks they're being gang stalked, which is basically a paranoid conspiratorial delusion where they think that everyone around them is secretly watching them and following them, and it's part of a secret organization that exists to stalk them. It's your stereotypical paranoid delusion, basically. Everyone's watching me. Everyone's looking at me. That construction worker, he's not really a construction worker. He's just dressed like a construction worker so he can watch me. That kind of thing.
Tankerous neighbor, the dog across the alley. And, it really fits.
Oh, he literally said a dog is in on it. Holy shit.
And start making noise. A cantankerous neighbor, the dog across the alley. And, it really fits in to that sensitization process because it's not just about noise. A lot of this stuff, well, it seems synchronized to the targeted individual. And that goes into, spiritual influences, in my opinion, because I've seen that. And that's really freaky. But, just stepping back and looking at it from kind of a bird's eye view, it all fits into an equation, okay? It's not just car doors slamming or dogs barking or, other types of things that are just kind of, I don't know, intruding into your space. A lot of it is, synchronized with a lot of different things. I've talked about people having days off or trying to go to sleep or whatever. And I've made videos of
Obviously, if it's your day off and there's construction near your house, you're going to hear it because you're home. If you were at work, you wouldn't be able to hear that there's construction going on. That's basically an anthropic principle problem. Thank you. One sec. Love you.
the past. I think I erased most of those were some targeted individuals. They will deal with those, when it's involving an apartment complex or something like that, or maybe people that have, had their dwelling infiltrated. Things might be installed.
Green tea.
They'll do that. They will install devices. There's all kinds of little, things that can be, used to where you actually hear people talking or something, and you can put those in vents and stuff like that. I remember when I was at the hospital, detoxifying from a lot of those tranquilizers. There was an old lady there, and she was really cool, and we hung out. There was actually several old people there. And she came up to me one day and she said, I'm really disturbed. I said, well, what's going on? And she goes, well, I'm having hallucinations. And I said, really? I said, what are you talking about? She goes, well, I'm hearing music. I said, wow. I said, what happened? She said, well, I was laying in my room and I was right next to the vent. And I could hear music, literally. I mean, it was just as plain as day, she said. And I said, well, wait a minute. I said, she goes, no, it's okay. And I said, well, yeah, are you sure? She said, well, there is no music here. And I said, yes, there is. And she goes, what do you mean? And this is after she already talked to her doctor about all this stuff, right? And I said, well, that dude in the room next to you checked out the little, boom box, and he was listening to it. And I bet dimes of dollars that it was right next to the damn vent. And it probably, are you serious? I said, yeah. And so we actually figured.
I would imagine that she had other times that she had experienced hallucinations. I find it, and in fairness, doctors, a lot of the times, in particular male doctors, have a tendency to not listen to female patients as well as they do, men. So it is possible, but I got to imagine she had a history of hallucinations for them to jump to that.
Out.
Like, I don't think you just start assuming that someone's hallucinating for no reason.
It was the radio, coming off the little, stereo the dude checked out of the main office. And it was pretty funny. But there are devices that, you can do that with. And there's other things that can be done. Things can be installed. It's kind of like being.
Also, the irony of him using that as an example to justify people's actual hallucinations is kind of fucked up and funny.
Harassed with, energy weapons and stuff like that. It's tactical. But, some of the, types of synchronicity that people are dealing with just boggles their minds. I was watching a guy's video, and he was talking about how perfectly that people are sensitized. And, he is right. Because I think that a lot of this stuff is spiritual, right? There's really no other way. And I've talked about how, when you get into the biblical information, however that works, whether they are calculating things out like master mathematicians, or whether they have a window into the, the cause and effect that's going to happen, or maybe they're looking at things, from a different time perspective.
Maybe you're just paranoid.
The spiritual dimension, they have things planned out, however that works. And all these things fit together. in the menagerie of harassment. Times of the day, different activities can be correlated with these attacks as well. I heard one guy's testimony to where it was pretty freaky, and I've seen stuff like this too, where he would move to a certain part of his, his dwelling, his apartment. He might go into the bathroom, right? He wouldn't hear anything. It'd be, pretty relatively quiet. It started out with that because it always has a beginning point, and then it kind of expands out from that. And everything was normal until he went in there. And as soon as he would sit down in the toilet, somebody would bang on the wall, boom, And, it's just, but, there's a lot of things that go along with that. And he said it never happened at first until he'd go in there and go to the bathroom, and somebody would do that every time, every single time. And of course, at that point, you're wondering well, how do they know? How do they know I'm in here? How do they? And he said he was real quiet too. He kind of like tiptoe, because he was assuming people could hear him walking around. Maybe the boards and the floor were creaking or something. There's got to be a way, and then you really start getting paranoid.
I think you're already there. All right, we can move on. I think we get it. General paranoia. Quite sad. Let's see what's next. Do 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 do. Oh God. This is gonna be no. I'll skip that. Fuck wretched. Fuck wretched recess. Let's watch something about 5G, because why not? I think this part of this is actually an excerpt from Fall of the Cabal, which is a little funny. But, let's check it out.
At exactly 60 gigahertz, the electrons of an oxygen atom start spinning. As a result, the oxygen you breathe in can no longer be absorbed by your blood cells. In other words, when 5G is set on 60 gigahertz and released, we will literally drop dead within minutes.
No. No. Glad we could clear that up. Shout out to the movie, Bruce Willis movie. Oh shit, don't tell me. What's the title of this stupid goddamn movie? Surrogates! Shout out to Surrogates. This lady's dead now. The lady that wrote and produced the Fall of the Cabal QAnon documentary series. She dead. You remember this movie? It's what I like to call an FX movie, because FX, the channel, would show it in the middle of the day randomly. What was the cause of her death? Self-deletion.
Hard to take this all in, isn't it?
This is very important. Listen to me. I'm serious about this, and I put my life on the line. I'm not saying this in the comfort of my home. I'm not saying this, in the comfort of my lab or anything. I'm saying this out of survival and concern for the human race, for my family. Everybody needs the antidote to protect them against a phantom virus that doesn't even exist. All of the symptoms are caused by radiation poisoning delivered by a network of 4G, 5G technology.
This video is so old, he's talking about 4G. We're almost on 6G.
And they can turn that frequency...
Kinda illustrates how silly all of this is. With every new generation of wireless technology, they do the same song and dance every time, and it's getting old.
Up. And the LDA, the lethal dose is 42 gigahertz and up. It takes 100% of the people out. They can do it gradually. They can say it incubates for 7 to 14 days.
You can tell it's true because there's ominous didgeridoo music in the background to underscore how ominous it is.
That's not true. It incubates depending.
Gigahertz isn't an amount, it's a frequency, right?
If they just keep increasing the frequency gradually, and what happens is it throws the body into pathological blood coagulation, causes excess acidity, causes reverse polarity.
We're going to reverse the polarity of the neutron flow? Skifazoa with 100 bits says that BG music is from the first 2 Fallout games. Is it? Just rewatched the Fallout TV show in preparation for Season 2, by the way. What a fun show. The production design nailed it.
Encephalitis, brain inflammation, is one of the major causes of death, is caused by radiation poisoning. Listen to me.
Yeah, no, that's not a major cause of death. Peeplord with 40 bits says, can we take a minute to be happy for folks doing well against their addictions? It's been 87 days sober off poppers for Charlie Kerr.
It's not a virus.
Here's to you, Charlie.
This is direct assault on the human body from electromagnetic fields that are oscillating in the gigahertz range, and they can control that to make it look like, there's an incubation period, or make it look like, you've been transfected by somebody who's been exposed. This is all lies. All lies. Everyone's at risk that owns a cell phone. Everyone is at risk who has a wireless. Everyone is at risk if they don't have the antidote to disarm the technology. That's why I was all over this. This is why I published. I did it at the risk of my own life. I'm in jail because I exposed this technology.
Oh, it's a guy that's in jail saying this. Oh, great.
And that's what we need to focus on, folks. We need to stop this technology rolling out because it is coming. It's coming in all countries. It's being rolled out, as I said, everywhere around the world. It's been rolled out across the Middle East already. We're seeing it in China. There's talk of
When was this uploaded? Hold on. A week ago, so it's an old video.
it in Canada. And this is also what is being used in Australia to surveil the citizens here. And it goes pretty deep.
Lennon Cat says visible light is in the terahertz range. It's literally higher energy and higher frequency than radio waves. It's why sunlight can burn you, but radio waves can't.
As well.
If they understood you, they'd be very upset.
Folks, the whole surveillance system, as I've often said, it's a weapons system more than anything. Apart from communication and all the other things that they're telling us it does, it's actually a weapons system. And these weapons systems come in all shapes and forms. The most commonly known, I would say, would probably be a microwave cannon, which is what is used for crowd control, crowd dispersal. And people think, well, no, this is a different thing, but it's really the same thing because it's all 5G technology. And even when you're looking at these systems, you may think, well, that's a different thing. I mean, a 5G tower looks different to a microwave cannon, but ultimately it's the same sort of device. It's just shaped differently, and all you've actually got to
They're not. They do different things. They're for different purposes.
do to a 5G antenna to turn it into a microwave cannon is increase the voltage. And you've got people who make these surveillance systems, BAE, these are the ones who are making all this facial recognition and all this 5G stuff. These happen to also be the same company who manufacture microwave cannons, and I think that should be of interest to people. BAE Technologies, BAE Systems actually construct these same weapons systems, and they're quite open about it. They are quite open with the microwave devices they use, signal jammers, and these quite small devices that can be mounted on any ship or any platform, any plane, anything really that can be used to disrupt any type of electromagnetic device and can also be used for crowd control. And all of these things are 5G related. See, that's the problem with 5G, folks, is the fact that it's a weapons system. And the fact that we're
It's a communication system.
allowing this weapons system to be rolled out across our cities. And apart from the other things that they're doing as well, like the LED lighting that they're putting around our streets now as well. This is very, very bad for you, this white LED lighting. Lots of health damage comes from these things.
Is he really? I didn't know that, Amber. That's good. Ominous. We're just gonna show pictures now.
I couldn't believe it. The embarrassing leaks finally stopped, and it had nothing to do with Kegels.
Oh.
Did you know
okay.
that the ability to hold pee has little to do with the pelvic floor?
Hey, it's not Pissmas yet. Knock it off.
Most people don't know this, but those oops moments when you sneeze, cough, or laugh has less to do with having had children, age, or muscle control than we first thought. Here's the problem. No matter how much
I'm sorry, are they using AI to sell diapers to old people?
pelvic floor exercise you try, you're only treating the symptoms. Listen up. Eventually, the constant urge and resulting dampness will become more frequent. Simple tasks like standing up will become a daily struggle. This is when doctors start talking about lifelong medications or more serious conditions like
flesh is a prison.
Permanent bladder damage. Now, luckily, there's a way to solve this. A renowned pelvic floor researcher made a surprising
pelvic floor researcher, quite famous,
discovery while studying over 3,000 people suffering from bladder leaks. He was surprised to discover
Fenekagami with 40 bits says, I disagree that these people live in a more interesting world than us. The world is very interesting if you learn or experience it. In fact, our world is so interesting and amazing, conspiracy theorists often have to invent more boring, simpler worlds to explain away our world because they can't handle our world. That's fair.
or that bladder issues seem to stem from one leading cause. More importantly, he revealed a simple natural solution that you can start using tonight. The solution now makes it possible to be active through the day without accidents, without special exercises and pads, all without pills or surgery. In fact, people who were told they'd never regain
skip ad. Jesus. Oh, weather control on the bingo card.
The same type of radiation that we find in a microwave oven. Way with 5G, there's warning labels.
Flu. Person would have a headache. They would feel very tired. They would have a little bit of a fever.
Every type of radiation makes people sick. That's why there are safety limits.
That's not true. Light is a fucking... What are you talking about? No! No! Non-ionizing radiation is fine! Jesus Christ. At least without overdoing it. You can get like a sunburn, but you know what I mean.
So that's why there's warning labels near cell towers. And that's why everybody got sick after they rolled out the 5G. There is no such...
Hey, dipshit! People got sick in areas that didn't have 5G. Most areas didn't have 5G when COVID started. You goddamn idiot. I'm so tired.
Such thing as safe radiation. They try to sell it to you that way with 5G, saying it's non-ionizing, therefore it's safe.
Correct. Correct.
But 5G technology uses microwave radiation. The same type of radiation that we find in a microwave oven.
I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
Microwave ovens...
That's a completely different frequency.
Cook people. It actually destroys tissue. That's why it cooks. And so it isn't safe. They just sell it to...
It cooks because it heats up it heats up water molecules and causes them to become excited and heat up. And that heats up the rest of the food, you idiot.
You as safe so that you'll buy it. They wouldn't sell it to you as something dangerous because then you wouldn't buy it. But every electronic device that you own basically has hidden warnings in it, in the terms and conditions. It basically says keep the phone away from you by at least 10-15 centimeters, for example. And there's been recent reports that these devices are actually exceeding the safety limits so that you can download movies faster. This technology is not safe. There are countless cancer clusters around cell towers. They're burying the information. They're covering up the dangers so that they can make money. They say it's safe and effective like the vaccine, but in fact, it's dangerous.
It's not, and the vaccine isn't dangerous either. Holy shit, I'm exhausted.
Dangerous as Fukushima or Chernobyl in many ways because people don't understand.
Okay, I gotta exit off this video. It's just making me mad. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh, in the year of our Lord, 2025, there are people doing new Barack Obama Antichrist videos. I swear to God. Look at this.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Shosef. Quick and simple gospel. To be saved, we must believe that Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect...
These guys just can't admit they just were racist, right? Isn't it crazy? Like, after he, like, wasn't the president for a couple years, wouldn't you go like, oh shit, I was racist. I was just, like, completely delusional. Nope, this guy's still in on the Barack Obama Antichrist stuff. Obama's on bingo, yes, of course.
Life, shed his blood on a cross for our sins, was buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day according to the Scriptures. We must repent and be born again, and we are saved by grace through faith in Christ alone, by no other name, and not of ourselves, is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Amen. So guys, I just want to talk about this post from Obama. Merry Christmas, everybody. This year I got a little help spreading holiday cheer from Sunny, wishing you all a peaceful and joyful holiday season with the ones you love. Alright, before I forget, holiday equals Lucifer in a couple ciphers.
To be clear, I know that this is a Christmas post from, like, years ago, but he just posted this video. I think he's just going through all of Obama's old posts.
Multiple ciphers.
He posted this video 3 weeks ago.
Sorry. But the
Gematria on the bingo card, yes.
main reason I'm making this video here, you see what I have circled, kind of looks like 666 on the tree, the ornaments, right? Make like a 666, right? Okay, and some more things to point out. Santa Claus equals 666. Santa equals Satan, because, you know, they have the same letters. The dog's name is Sunny, like Obama's logo, the rising sun, and sun worship, right? Christmas Day has a connection to sun worship because many pagan winter solstice traditions, such as the Roman festival of Sol Invictus and the celebration of the unconquered sun, occurred around December 25th. And remember, Obama was born 222 days after December 25th.
Okay.
Right, Christmas Day.
And?
The Antichrist, Barack Obama, 222, Antichrist System, 222, Beast, 222.
What?
He tested positive for COVID in the year 2022, 222 days from his birthday. Wuhan coronavirus 222 declared a pandemic 222 months from 9/11.
What does coronavirus have to do with anything?
Make sure you watch the video I did on 222 recently with Obama. And then also more on the sun worship, the connection to Akhenaten, right? And the sun connection with Akhenaten. You put their faces together, they look pretty similar, Obama and Akhenaten. And you put their names together, Obama, Akhenaten, it equals 666.
Obama Akhenaten, of course. Why wouldn't you put their names together?
Akhenaten was the 10th ruler of the 18th dynasty, like Luke 10:18, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Barak means lightning. Obama, the heights are a high place. Obama said, in my second term, I will win the war on Christmas. Then you had...
That's actually very funny if he said that. Dillis Filler with 40 bits says, microwave ovens are around 2.4 gigahertz, which has trouble passing through water. The rain would shut down cell towers if it were the same frequency as microwaves.
Obama in the classroom, that was similar to iPet Goat 2. Remember they had on the board, it's all about V, in an iPet Goat 2. Obama has the V on his forehead. He's got the Santa hat on there. He's reading Santa's Gotta Go, which was 192. Like Great Tribulation 192, Obama 192, Leave the World Behind 192, Obama's movie, which ends in the Commodus bunker who died in the year 192. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If there's anything else I can think of that I need to add, look in the comments and always check the community posts, okay? But yeah, the main reason I'm posting this video, the 666 in the tree there, okay?
These people are beyond help. Ultra Undying with 38 months says, "Hello, Hannah. I have a family outing, but wanted to say hello. Well, I hope the outing goes well."
And I also put out another video, recently, new 666 connection to Obama, about the budget. And make sure you read the pinned comment there just for clarification if there's any confusion. And I also explained more in a community post about that last video. Make sure you watch this video, Huge Antichrist Confirmation New 222. That is a must-see video, okay?
Ultra Undying with 100 bits says, "Since I haven't been around recently, we've missed ya."
The one with Joan Rivers, and then these videos here. Watch all these, okay? If
You think he might be a little obsessed with Obama?
you haven't seen any of those, make sure you watch them all. All right, guys.
Jesus Christ. Wow, yeah, he's got a lot of Obama videos. Jesus Christ.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. To be saved, we must believe that Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect life, shed his blood alone by no other name, and not of ourselves, is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Amen.
I hate the fact that there are any Christians who think that, like, works have nothing to do with salvation pisses me off. Like, I think the whole thing is bullshit. But if you're gonna, like, be part of a religion, why are you intentionally part of a sect that tells you your behavior is irrelevant? Fucking lazy, evil people looking for an excuse to act as though they're righteous when they want to put no thought into the moral implication of their actions on a daily basis. Sickens me.
Alright guys, so I just want to share this very interesting video with you, okay? Check this out.
Loud. Okay, what about it? They think, does he think it looks like sixes when you back up? When it's super blurry and that's supposed to be the, what? Are you serious? I think this poster vaguely looks like sixes when you stand 10 feet away and look at it through a 480i camera. What the fuck? Cuban sandwiches are good. I like a good Cuban sandwich. Good shit. Wow, this is like genuinely delusional. Wow.
Just thought that was very interesting and worth sharing. All right.
You thought that was worth sharing? Your poor brain. Your poor brain.
Hey guys.
Sweet Lily Love with 100 bits says Obama Illuminati confirmed with a link.
This song is dedicated to Obama.
What?
Yeah. Obama Prism. Obama Prism. Obama Prism. Obama Prism. Obama Prism. Obama Prism.
I'm gonna get copyrighted for that. I just know it. Alright. I'll be back in just a sec. I have to use the bathroom. Minute left to start a hype train. While I'm gone, Chair will talk about, Meet the Hollow Heads. What's humping? Be right back. We should watch Meet the Hollow Heads again soon. Maybe when we do like an 8-hour VHS stream, we'll do some of our favorites. Maybe we'll like redo Rem Lazar, Meet the Hollow Heads. That'd be fun to do a best of stream. Soar, thank you so much for gifting 10 tier 1 subs and kicking off a hype train. If you want to help out the hype train, you can use bits or subs. Thank you. Alright, this next person, I think, uses, I shit you not, they try to use predictive programming to make decisions about what cryptocurrency to buy. Yeah.
Welcome back into another quick crypto predictive programming show with the commercials today. And look at this. Is there anything you can see that's peculiar here? It's very hard to get this. If you can't see it, it will fly.
Overthought, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Oh, I should point out, I'm doing a promo where gift subs of 5 or more are 35% off. So thank you, Overthought. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Dillis, oh wow. Dillis Filler, thanks for gifting 10 tier 1 subs. Wow.
See how quick it is? Let's take a second look. Okay, I got it on the first click. Where's her finger? Her index finger, of course. It's right on the number what? 5. What's right above it? 8. And to the right, I see a 9. What's above her finger on the board? On the keyboard there? 14988. What does 1 and 4 equal? 5. And then you have a 9 and an 8 and an 8. So you have...
Oh, this is like crazy. Okay.
598 or 589. We'll get into that in just a minute, but first we're going to look at another commercial.
Dillis Filler, thanks for, or sorry, Altered Undying rather, with 100 bits says, oh yeah, if you haven't, you should watch the 2024 movie Freaky Tales. It's very good. Yeah, that's the anthology movie set in the 90s, I think. I've heard good things.
So they're on the moon. Look at the X on her.
What
chest.
X? What X? What? There's no X. She's wearing like a pack that connects in the middle. That's more like an H than an X.
Look at.
Oh wait, do you mean on the logo? Okay.
The X on her chest. Sorry, I talked over her.
And their pockets never fried. Sharing your snacks to make new friends. That's crispy.
Wow.
That's crispy. I was just talking to my friends today, actually about crispy fries, and they're better when they're crispy. With that being said, let's check out That's Crispy.
Who likes soggy fries?
So we'll plug in that's crispy to our handy dandy geometric calculator. And what do we get? 941, 948, and 158. And what can this say? A lot of times it's not in the Jewish, it's in the simple English, but we'll just scroll slowly.
Oh my god, it's almost like you're just looking for shit. It's almost like you're doing the Texas sharpshooter fallacy. Jesus. Look at all the options you have.
To see how you have to maybe wait. To get your mind blown in plain sight. Flip the switch, David Schwartz. We know he was one of the creators, basically, of Ripple, but probably the creator of what else? Bitcoin. And we're going to go back to that in a minute. What else is on here? Great Foresight. God's Secret Plan. Oprah Winfrey, you know her OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network, is New World Order backwards, by the way. But what
Does the Oprah Winfrey Network even still exist? Jesus.
Have there? XRP Bull Run. Okay, so we got XRP Bull Run. Tip of the spear. We're at the tip of the spear right now. XRP Bull Run again. Run, Forrest, run. Perfect Storm.
Wonder how this guy's portfolio
Lumen
looks.
in front of that. Database org. Lumen Database org. Interesting. Silicon Valley.
You like soggy fries in the sense of cheese? Cheese fries are a different beast. That kind of makes sense. Cheese fries are delicious.
Well, Amy Winehouse joined the 27 Club, but that's for you to check it out. Solva A Coagula, that's basically an alchemical formula. And we have someone tried to offer me a Sidney Crosby jersey yesterday. Very interesting. Perfect Storm, XRP Bull Run. XRP Bull Run. God's Secret Plan.
What's he trying to prove? He's trying to find secret codes in reality that are going to tell him how different cryptocurrencies are going to do in the near future. Not joking. Thank you for the hype train, everyone. Thank you so
Schwartz,
much.
Flip the switch. David Schwartz, remember? Worked for this NSA and probably created what? Bitcoin. So
Normal Gamer Gal, thanks for 26 months, says I think I missed the hype train. Sorry, no problem. Thank you.
Take a second look at David Schwartz, because he is probably the man to flip the switch. Remember I said he worked for the NSA? Look, Chief CTO, Chief Cryptographer at Ripple, has a background as a former contractor for the National Security Agency during the 1990s. Remember, 1992 is when the new messaging system came out, and that's when they wanted to truly implement this for the Beast system. But basically, God has his other plans.
And that plan involves him getting rich off cryptocurrency. Makes sense. All right, let's move on. How are the scam artists over at USA MedMeds doing?
All right, everybody. Welcome to another great episode here at Healthy Life Technology. I am Sean. This is Nicole. And we are here today to talk about the one and only amazing terahertz wands. Nicole, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here.
Yes, this is great. And this is our third attempt now to shoot a video. And we've had no luck with our audio on YouTube, although here on Zoom, it won't be live, but at least we'll still be able to get it done. And just for the record, we're enjoying some amazing hot chocolate. And I'm with my
Chocolate abuelita.
chocolate. What is it?
Chocolate abuelita.
Abuelita. Fucking white guy.
Oh my God, I love
Mexican
that.
hot chocolate.
Mexican hot chocolate. And I've got my official office Dunder Mifflin glass. Me and Nicole are both huge office. So Nicole
I thought horchata was Mexican hot chocolate.
basically runs the wellness center part of our business, right? and you deal with people every day that are coming in with a whole host of different health and wellness issues. Sometimes they're just like us, that we want to maintain good health, and many times it's people that are in a lot of physical pain or having some very severe health issues that we're working with. And the terahertz wand is probably one of our top selling, most popular items. We use it a lot. It's used a lot for...
Italian Shakespeare says, so the fact that a major player in a conspiracy world used their med beds and died has not affected them? No, not even a little bit. Why would it? If reality was able to pierce their perception, they wouldn't be doing this.
Stiffness, soreness, arthritis, all different types of pain issues. And here we have the 7.0, which is probably one of our all-time bestsellers, the 7.0 and the 6.0. However, as with everything and anything, new models are coming out. But before I start going into all that, what is a terahertz wand? And that's always a great question. A terahertz wand is a device that looks very much like an oversized hair dryer. And on this terahertz
oh my God, he admitted it.
wand is a device that looks very much like an oversized hair dryer. And on this terahertz wand, at the very end, you have quartz crystal. And quartz crystal adds a magnetic value, and it has an actual value for physics for penetrating deeper into the body.
Do I still have mine? Of course. Dillis Filler says, I wish the people at USA Medbeds a very merry fuck off and a yeet themselves into a volcano new year. Yeah, here's my bullshit hair dryer thingy. Slightly different model than the one in his hand right now, but he sells this model as well.
And then you've got red light, blue light, quantum energy, and then you also have the actual terahertz frequency, which is an optimal frequency for your cells to vibrate or resonate at. And terahertz sits right next to
won't let me comment anymore.
Red light on the wave spectrum. So when you're using the wand, you're basically pointing it at different parts of the body. We'll turn one on here and kind of show you, but it really is helpful for moving energy flow, getting rid of pain and soreness and arthritis type conditions. And then people use it a lot for...
It's almost like you're just blowing heat on it, and a heating pad could do a better job more efficiently.
Skin, mouth, teeth, gums. It's shown to be very helpful for hair growth. One thing, though, we will say right up front as a disclaimer that it is not classified as a medical device.
Oh, stop making medical claims then, Sean!
So if you do have a health
asshole
condition, please consult a medical professional.
I love that he's like, legally, I'm not allowed to say these things at you, but I'm gonna anyway.
And we do not make any claims that this will treat, cure any disease.
You literally already did, you idiot! You can't be like, oh, it's really good at all these things, and pain management, and hair growth, but I'm not making any medical claims. I hate this man with every fiber of my body. Anyway.
And with all that being said, let's talk about this thing. So this is our newer units right here. This one you have. This is actually called our Solera, and we're running specials on these right now for the holidays. But if you're catching the video and it's not the holidays, more than likely those discount codes are still floating around, probably still useful, since we usually, Black Friday specials here a year round.
And we're really nice.
And we're really nice, and we just want to get...
Nice is different than good. You're not good.
Get the technology into people's hands. So if you're seeing this, but this is the newest version. You can see they've made a few modifications on the end. Still got the quartz crystal. It's a little bit shorter.
It's glass. It's a glass tube.
It's a little bit easier to handle. The one thing I like is it's just a simple three-speed, low, medium, high. And I'll go with a little bit low, but you can kind of see here that it's going to throw a blue light, and that's going to help you kind of get an idea where you're pointing the energy. And, as far as how do you use a
Again, it's a blow dryer. It's literally just a blow dryer.
Wand. the goal is to kind of use it like you'd use a hair dryer. So circular motions, usually clockwise. I never do anything counterclockwise.
Why not?
Because anything usually counterclockwise is not productive. And
What are you talking about? As an axiom? What an insane statement. Anything counterclockwise is non-productive. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. No one thinks that. What are you talking about?
that goes for a lot of different things with the way cells and other things work. So clockwise always, not saying that if you do it counterclockwise that it's not going to be bad, but
Are your cells all oriented the exact same direction?
I just never do. So, but I will use it up in this area right here for the skin, forehead, because you can use it as a beauty device. If you're using it for the eyes, you obviously want to close the eyes.
Please don't directly blow dry your eyeball.
And you only need...
Man, he assumes his audience are just full of the dumbest people on the planet, and I think he's right.
Need to use it for like a minute per eye, because...
Could you use it on the eyes? Because I've been trying to avoid the eyes.
Okay, so what has been reported, and this is since the day that these things were made, when we first got these, is that it's very helpful. We've actually got many documented testimonials saying it's removing floaters and it's potentially helping with cataracts.
Oh, well, some asshole on the internet said it after you scammed them out of money, so it must be true.
And so people have many times...
Fuck double-blind studies, we have anecdotes, yay!
I've said, hey, now we do have people that have the eye issue with the nerve, the optic nerve, and so sometimes they're using it for that. Steve, who our hospital bed technician, has used it a lot for the eyes, and so it does have potential to assist with the eyes. And
how does it help Steve?
So with Steve, it's I'd have to talk to Steve because I haven't spoke to him lately about it, but I know a lot of it has to do with pain and soreness.
Oh yeah.
And some people come in and they're wearing sunglasses because their optic nerve is so sensitive that bright light or any overhead light, fluorescent light.
Okay, I can't deal with them. They're just making me genuinely super duper mad. So I gotta move on before I punch my computer. All right, moving on.
Doing a deep dive on the 3D to 5D New Earth shift. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I haven't done it until just now, so a lot of content today. I'm gonna get right into it. So what really is this shift? This is a good video for, I'd say, spiritual beginners. My content isn't really, I don't really tailor it to beginners, so maybe that's something I need to work on, or that's just my style, because for me, it is just very difficult to, not just be as up front with the information and, with what's going on. So, that's why I use all the right terminology, I use all the right 5D vocabulary as I can.
Dimensions beyond our own on the bingo card?
Even though it's a little, obviously, woo-woo, whatever, that's just how I'm operating. I'm just, going at it with the information, with the terminologies, just with the language, right? And I think that's a big barrier between getting through this information to some people is the language. Obviously, I just use all the awakened language, so I guess it's very difficult to, really get through to somebody at a beginner awakener level, if that makes sense. So this is a good video for people, you know, who are just waking up or just questioning. So I'm going to get into it. So what is this shift that's going on? So I titled this video, I added in the years 2012 to 2028, because in 2012...
What did I write? To stop wasting time with this.
There was a massive timeline split. So this occurred because, you know, there was a big thing going around about like the Mayan calendar ending and the end of the world. And honestly, like, the world kind of did end in...
Thanks for the $5 tip, green guy. Pretty obviously can't read that.
2012, not in like a, like, not in the way that we interpret the world ending.
Just a peach, come get your husband.
Illusion ended in 2012, right? Like the illusion of this reality. So as the illusion ended, there was that first timeline split in 2012. You know, there's a lot of different theories on what caused the timeline split. Was it, you know, did something happen on this planet that we're not in the right timeline to know what happened? Did CERN do something to shift the timeline, or were they using experiments to like take us into a different timeline and it backfired? Totally, there's a lot of theory around how this 2012 timeline split began, but what this timeline split did was this was the first wave of the awakening. 2012 was the year when everything that I'm talking about, especially that's been spoken about with the awakened community, with the spiritual community. I mean, this is really when it all started, around 2012. 2012 was that foundational year. 2012 was that first wave. And I'm going to get into waves because there's 3 waves to this awakening that's going on. That's been spanned out between 8 years. I got this direct information from channeling. So years ago, this was...
So you made it up in your head. There's no such thing as channeling.
2020-ish, 2021. So that I got like, okay, this is a span of 8 years, because I had my real awakening in 2020, and I was like told I was like in wave 2, and I was like, what is wave 2? And I was told there's 3 waves of what's going on. The first wave of the awakened people, it occurred in 2012. The second wave, which I was in, was 2020, and the third and final wave is 2028, when the solar flash happens. So, which I remote viewed, which I still have to get an updated timeline, but I'll add that in maybe my remote viewing predictions video for 2026, which I'm going to release mid-month. So that being said, you know, there's been these different waves of the awakening, and I'm just giving a little backtrack of why I titled it 2012 to 2028, because it goes 2012, 8 years, 2020 was the second wave. Obviously, we know why 2020 was a big awakening year, obviously, like it was huge. And then 2028 is going to be honestly the biggest out of all of them. So it's just, you know, the 8 years, it's literally 3 groups. Like, it's like the first group in 2012 was the ones who were meant to awaken first. And then the second group was like the
first group in 2012.
Ones that like...
It is, I know someone else said it's 2012 because he's too young to remember Y2K. It is funny, Harold Elwin, because that's exactly what's happening. We always frame important events within the context of our personal understanding, right? So of course he ignores things he wasn't, you know, psychologically present for, because it's not on his mind and it's incredibly subjective. It's just funny.
You know, whatever, like 2020 woke them up spiritually and psychically and consciously, and then 2028 is going to be when like the last group comes in, but that's going to happen due to the solar flare. So I'm not even going to get into that. So that's why I titled it, because this 16-year window, all 8 years apart between these massive years with this awakening ascension timeline we're on, that started in 2020, and it's going to continue past 2028, but 2028 is going to be that last checkpoint of we'll know who will be making it to the new Earth, 5th dimensional conscious level, and we'll be living from that reality. We'll know all the people who are still meant to awaken. We will know that in the next few years. So that's exciting too, because the third wave hasn't arrived yet. So, okay, so what...
I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm gonna move on from that, because Jesus, he loves to ramble. All right, let's see what's next.
Welcome this evening. Recently, a Patreon shared this place, or this picture. Thank you, Heidi. What a trip. And it looks like a before and after. I mean, it's all after, way after, but getting worse. Looking like the evidence has been removed. You can see over here these two portions that jut out were once this. And what is it? Well, in short, it's a place called Non-Medol, and I thought we'd have a look together. I thank you for being
Ben Stein's brother-in-law.
here. I love you all. God bless.
Tinfoil. Tinfoil.
And welcome. Non-Medol. I like naan, a type of Indian bread. They're supposed to use ghee. Ghee is a type of clarified butter, like a butter oil. Really good, a great oil. But they cheat now. These restaurants don't use ghee. They use cheap cottonseed oils. You'll know if you're eating cottonseed oil because it'll kind of have this weird microwave popcorn both smell and sensation. Anyway, non-Medol has nothing to do with this Indian flatbread. But as we can see here, Non-Medol is a ruined ancient city in the Federated States of Micronesia. Here we go. Built on artificial islands in a lagoon. It was the capital of this dynasty, the Sotalur.
Okay, wow, I did set him to 1.5 and it still doesn't even sound that fast, does it?
And a ceremonial center. There we go. Built on an artificial island. Islands, multiple islands, in the water. So this is awesome. What a great thing. You know, I love things like this, the artificial land. This is weird, actually. Really weird. Everything's weird. So, I don't know. I gotta just show you this place. Here we go. Let's zoom out. Zooming
Kind of
out.
just reminds me of a location from the new Indiana Jones game. Did you guys play that new Indiana Jones game, by the way? It was a lot of fun. It's a, excuse me, very fun Indiana Jones game. Italian Shakespeare with a link.
God's holy name are you blathering about?
That's just like your opinion, man. Anyway, where were we?
Out. So, it's an island. Micronesia. Is that just weird anyway? We've discussed these atoll islands before. Totally artificial too. Now destroyed, and we're told that the US bombed the hell out of these islands. That's the story. And look at this.
Sorry, rather, just a peach with a tip says I took him kittens to keep him busy. Hope it works. Thanks. Dillis Filler says, this is like if stoned, sleep-deprived 80-year-old Garfield hosted This Is American Life.
This what looks like old road in the ocean. I'm surprised they still let us see this stuff. But you see these islands everywhere. Here in past videos we discussed the Marshall Islands, which will be part of all of this. I think we were looking at this one. And if you remember, there were all these hospitals on these islands, and people living out here. Just fascinating. And yet, was this a past nation? I mean, again, we're told the trusty U.S. had to decimate this area. This was a problem for them, and doesn't look like much. But yet, if we look carefully, we can see. And we don't even have to look carefully. This is like a tourist attraction. The ruins of Non-Medol. And from here, they don't look that impressive. Let's maybe go back in time. Okay, back 2007. And here, we can see the shape changing a little bit, but really looking kind of primitive. And like we saw from that picture, they have done a number on this baby. Just demolishing, and we still see the footprint. Again, let me go back to that picture.
I don't think they're demolishing it. I imagine it's being lost to erosion and sea level rise due to climate change. They're not destroying it. I'd imagine they'd like to preserve it, but it's getting fucked.
Here we go. So on the left, this is what it looks like today compared to what was there before. And again, we don't even have to reach. Let me show you some images. Now we're on Google Maps. The last one was Google Earth. Pretty much the same, but we see the star fort corner. Like this thing, probably the whole island was a massive star fort. Probably all of these islands. Can you imagine a whole bunch of star fort, all different sizes, thriving out here? I mean, that's what's crazy. Like, the history we're given is kind of like a Hawaiian, Polynesian kind of feel, not an advanced building, star fort building people. Let me just show you some of these pictures.
Oh, Lord. A racist disbelief of historical achievement on the bingo card.
On Google Maps. What is this? Almost looking like some log cabin built out of stone. Here again, who does this? Now these look like basalt columns.
What do you mean, who does this? People building and who have that material available. What are you talking about?
Had a bunch of basalt columns and had the ability to move them. This is a great idea. Was it all built like this? But now we can even see the corners, kind of reminding me of Baalbek, how they would use old Greco-Roman columns just to build walls. Every so often you would see a chunk of column in the wall. Here again. And this is all buried under the jungle, and it's completely been cooked out. You must remember what I started out the video with. This place, and I should pull that up, was heavily targeted by the US. So here you can see I've asked the robot about the involvement
with the AI again, with the AI. It's all AI. It's just AI psychosis all the way down.
Our nation with the Marshall Islands, and we can see down here testing from 46 to 58.
I feel so bad for future historians who are going to have to try and source claims, and they're going to go down fucking rabbit holes just to find that a claim originates in some AI fucking hallucination. And that's going to be a common, that's going to be a common exercise for historians in the future, is trying to track down the origin of a claim only to discover, oh, AI hallucination. Whoopsie doodle. Jesus. Oh.
Of the most significant aspects was the testing program. The U.S. conducted 67 tests in the Marshall Islands, primarily at Bikini Atoll and this other one. The test included some of the most powerful ever used, including the first HB in 54, and that was called, interestingly, the Castle Bravo test. These tests caused severe environmental and health damage to the island and to the people who live there. And basically, we did these tests and we took over. They tell us the Marshall Islands have regained sovereignty, but its relationship with the U.S. is still highly intertwined, and it's full of these strange ruins. And again, like things like this. Is this, or things like it, still hidden? I don't know. It was one of the largest programs of its kind. And they tell us test, but was it really a test? Maybe a test to hide evidence. Or perhaps, again, this was in the 40s, perhaps this was one of the last strongholds, one of the last places that were not threatened by, ultimately, the invasion of all nations. All the prior people that will have survived the reset would be displaced over the course of the next 100 years. And programs like this, I believe, were used to take care of the outlying pockets of survivors. So let's take a little pause.
What was that in it?
I love looking at real estate. I guess I'm always longing for a new place to live. I've lived on my property for 20 years now. I think no matter who and where you are, 20 years, surely anything different sounds interesting. And I've discussed a potential group effort in our community, purchase property, something cheap, something that we could excavate, perhaps do some deeper archaeology.
Yes, please buy an old house and try to, quote, excavate it. I'd love to see.
Than we usually have the opportunity of doing. And upon this mention in a past video, somebody sent me this, and I thought we'd have a look. These appear to be in Italy. These seem pretty expensive. Beautiful. $500,000 for this stone building. And just from our research, all of this, whether you're...
Brick? You mean brick building? I don't think that's... I mean, I guess maybe it's stone on the outside. I'm just looking at... It looks more brick to me, but whatever.
On an island or up here in the hills of the country, moving all this stone in an early time period. And here it's all sitting in ruins. How many years later? Overgrown, but actually holding up great because
okay,
it's
they are
made
stone.
of the finest quality. There is no finer quality than brick and stone. And what happened to these structures?
Yeah, he's a mud flood guy.
Here we can see a renovated home next to it, intermingled with bricks, brick and stone. Again, $500,000. Here a little less for this one. So it's a whole town essentially. And I've made videos in the past where Italian authorities were selling homes for as little as $1. These are pretty expensive, but as little as $1. Here's one in the Czech Republic for $700,000, built out into the water. Look at this thing. So you see my point. What kind of discoveries could be made if we had free reign? This is an old...
Probably not much, especially not you, since you're not trained in any particular field.
Old star fort and the buildings within it. Look at this thing. Unbelievable. Looking exactly like the 2,000-year-old supposed...
H-Baird says, I excavated my house. I found a miter box, some extra shutters, a whole bunch of half-empty paint cans.
Roman ruin we were just looking at in my past video. I mean, exactly. Unbelievable. For sale. Check this one out. For $500,000. This is beautiful. Look at this. What could we discover? No doubt there's still some tech up here in the attic, or they've just put plastic.
Green guy with a $3 tip says, I was there 3,000 years ago and people were like, let us confuse people in 2000 AD. And me and my wife have 8 cats. That is a lot of cats.
Oh, unbelievable. Look at the front door.
See? That's a comment that's appropriate. Good job, green guy.
How
We knew you could do it.
many levels, the facading over the brick, the cement wearing away, revealing these larger blocks. Unbelievable here. So yeah, you see my point. Digging down, how far down does this go? Doesn't look like the original ground level, not with these features down here. Here's another angle. I mean, the facading has completely sloughed off on portions of the home, and in other parts it's faring well. No doubt some tech still surviving. And this again was in Poland. $500,000 in Poland. Here a castle in France. Here another ruin in Poland. Look at this baby out in the middle of nowhere for $1 million. $1 million. This is probably gateway into the underrealm. I mean, what else is it?
This is probably an 8 gateway into the underrealm, right? That makes sense to say.
$1 million. This is probably gateway into the underrealm. I mean, what else is it? Includes a
sweet-ass TARDIS.
This is probably gateway into the underrealm. I mean, what else is it? Includes a statue, and it looks like they've used a kind of marble facading on this one, holding up really well. Some more in Italy. Again, from the perspective of our research, these are located up in the mountains. We must consider the logistics of all of this. And then today, it's overgrown in absolute ruins. So this is pretty great. Reset real estate here. How exciting. A little over $1 million for this one. Little castle. Great. Pretty much just the walls remaining.
It's not a castle. It's barely a building.
Some features out here, an old bridge, and once very, very beautiful. A brick structure, facade melted away. Unbelievable. And by now...
Melted.
Not really unbelievable for me. I've long since come to the realization that nobody cares. Of course nobody cares. I mean, we care, but officialdom doesn't care. Nobody's trying to preserve history, as we've discovered. Only falsify it. Here's a castle. Castle for sale? Anyone? Castle? Yes, I would like castle. Sold. Look at this beauty. Come on. Where is this? Poland. Poland is a great place. About 2 videos ago, I was discussing Poland in the old maps, Starfort cities. So here we go. These are the remains, those Starfort cities. Totally awesome. Let's pause. So one of my favorite architectural styles is this Beaux-Arts style. Here you can see the spelling, beau, which means beautiful or handsome, and art is art. So beautiful art, there we go. That is really creative. For such an intricate style of architecture, we have such an unsophisticated name. And people mispronounce it. They say, I don't know what they say.
I would imagine it's French. What do you mean that's an unsophisticated name? What the fuck? Because it's French? As we all know, famously, French does not have any connotations of sophistication or culture. Fuck you, Frenchie! You heard it here first.
Beau. It's like in my last video, I was discussing the mutton, and I pronounced it in French, which is mouton. So why do we use all these French words? Why are the menus of the 1850s serving French dishes and desserts?
Seriously? Really? We have loaned words from all sorts of languages, French being a very common one. France also has things that are loan words in their language, though they try to keep it to a bare minimum.
Especially in North America. But here we have this architecture that can be found in every nation. In fact, there's a school of Beaux-Arts in Paris. In fact, we can see it here. Beautiful art architecture. That's what we call this style. In the 1800s and the 1700s, people went and studied abroad, taking ships and horses to go to school, faraway lands, to learn to design and build buildings like this. So we're told it evolved from French classical architecture. In 1671, we're told they had the first Academy of Royal Architecture. And it's like I always say, some of these things may be half-truths. This history may belong to the people who were wiped out. But in this case, I don't think so. I think all these buildings have been repurposed, originally had different functions, and many would be demolished. These are one-time wonders, the real deal. Some try to replicate this style. It could be seen in Las Vegas, but it's completely cheap, not made of these quality, lasting materials. Chief is having a dream. What do dogs dream of? I want to go back to this menu real quick. Actually, this is a different one. Well, let's look at this one. This is the Irving House in Philadelphia. I'm not sure what the year is. Really tattered. Maybe somebody spilled spaghetti sauce on here, but I don't think they have spaghetti. So here we have breast of lamb broiled with a sauce piquant. This means spicy in French. So again, this is Philadelphia, 1852. Yes, waiter, I'll have the breast of lamb with the sauce piquant. Really? 1850, Philly? Calf's liver with sauce poivre, like a peppered sauce, and rice croquet à la fleur d'orange.
Certain American Indians once did called counting coup. That is from an obscure language known as French. Counting coup.
Mr. Data, the French language for centuries on Earth represented civilization.
Indeed. But surely, sir.
Sorry, I was muted. One of the better offhanded data jokes is the French thing. Okay.
The orange flower, of course, totally what I was expecting in Philly. Now we do have some basic...
Yes, like seriously, he doesn't understand that French food was popular. Like, yes, are you familiar with the art of French cooking? Like, it was the stereotype during much of the 20th century that, like, professional fancy cooking is French. If you were a professional chef, you trained in France. Like, he doesn't even understand these basic things, but he's acting as though he's uncovered a conspiracy because French cooking was considered highbrow back then. It still is, but it's not exclusively the domain of French cooking, whereas during the 20th century, in the West, French cooking was high-tier cooking, basically. It was synonymous with, like, bougie eating experience. It was French cooking.
Things, but we also have some dishes that, in my opinion, don't really belong here in this time period. Again, in my last video, we saw...
What do you mean? Of course it belongs in the time period. You're holding the physical proof.
The other menu, also 1850s. And
it's so interesting that he sees evidence that his understanding of history is incorrect, but instead of recognizing, oh, my understanding of history is incorrect, he assumes that this is evidence of a nefarious conspiracy. Like, no, you were just ignorant. You're just ignorant. That's it. Period.
they were serving 1800s wine 50 years later. So let's take a pause. Okay, a pottery company. Let's go back. This was shared with me by a kind viewer in Las Vegas. Hello.
Yeah, so right now I'm in Las Vegas, but I'm from Los Angeles. I was able to come up with some points that I wanted to talk to you about that I found interesting.
Oh, great. He called into my public Zoom meeting and shared a bunch of sites that he was familiar with. It was awesome. I'd like to share that video. And he just took control of the screen, as you can do on Zoom, and took me on this incredible tour through California, inside the buildings like we can see here. And what really blew me away were these green Art Deco buildings that he shared. Here we can see one in Los Angeles. And I'd like to share this whole discussion we had. It was really fun, mostly focusing on...
Ooh, Cleopatra.
California. Of course, we've discussed this.
This is a huge set that they built for a silent film version of Cleopatra. And oh boy, it was a shit show.
This was supposed to be a movie set that they built out in the California desert and demolished. And for some time, the ruins were still out there. And eventually those were removed as well. We discussed this mall that I shared in a past video, the Los Angeles Citadel Outlets. And this thing used to be a tire factory, a castle, and a type of Assyrian castle. We can even see these Anunnaki figures on it, way back, way when it was a tire factory in the old days. And today it's basically a mall. But back to these buildings.
Amber says, this guy doesn't understand that before the British Empire, France was the West's predominant cultural, economic, and military superpower. Louis XIV was the most powerful person in the world during this time. Yeah, again, like I said, it's like he has a cartoon-esque preconception about how he views history and everyone's place within it, and anything that goes against his already predetermined narrative must be evidence of a conspiracy. He's incapable of understanding... His understanding of history is sparse and incomplete and not formal at all. It's just stuff he picked up from cultural osmosis that he assumes, and instead of recognizing that, he just assumes everything's a conspiracy.
with the green facades. Here we can see another one, the Eastern Columbia building. You can see this tech up here. And I'm really intrigued with the facading, seeing the evolution of the facading. We started off the video looking at brick buildings that are facaded with the cement, sometimes different geopolymer blends that we're still trying to reverse engineer today. Here again we see this green facading. And it was pretty remarkable that all of these were designated as theaters. There were so many theaters that he was showing me. It made me think that's why they designated Hollywood.
I just want everyone to know, and I apologize for this, I might have to cut it a little early today and reschedule the 8-hour stream because I'm already finding it kind of difficult to continue to talk, and we're not even quite halfway through. So if I do have to do that at like the 4-hour mark, we'll just reschedule this for another day and we'll just consider this a normal stream. I'm very sorry if I have to do that. It's already taken a toll on me and I'm getting over this cold. So if I do, I apologize. You're still getting the full 8-hour stream. I promise. It just might not be today because I'm already struggling.
Hollywood.
You still get a long stream. We're already longer than we normally are, so you're still getting a longer stream. Just might not be the 8-hour one yet.
Explain away all these theaters. And were they theaters in the old world? I don't know. But anyway, I asked the robot today what this material is. Again, you can see stone material under...
Copper? If I had to guess, it turned green. So I'm assuming it's like a patina that developed over time, similar to that happened to the Statue of Liberty.
Beneath it, it's like they didn't cover all of it. And I think there was this effort to cover up all the stone and brick. And yet I don't think we had the ability to do this in the early 1900s.
Okay, well, you're wrong, so I guess enjoy being wrong.
I mean, you know my feelings about all of it, the cities. But this tile really fascinated me. I mean, somebody would have to be manufacturing all of this. I mean, all of it, the brick. We see, historically, we don't have the ability to even move these materials. Again, not with a horse and wagon. We're talking about pallets and pallets of bricks and cement. The cement alone...
Are you familiar with trains?
Falls apart. All these buildings built in the early 1900s and most certainly everything before then. But anyway, I asked the robot what tiles are made of, and it...
Jones Spoon. Oh, hi. Says, please take care of yourself. It took me over 2 weeks to get over my cold. I'm doing my best.
Tells me they're a decorative ceramic or terracotta tile. So this building opened in the 1920s. Terracotta tiles were often used as a facade because they could be molded into intricate shapes. Then I asked who manufactures such tiles, and they gave me a few. The Los Angeles Terracotta Company from the 1900s. Here's one from Detroit, 1903. So we're running a little late with these tile manufacturing companies, but I took it a little further, and here we can see that one of those companies, Gladding McBean Company, was one of the earliest players, beginning in 1875 till present. So here we go. A company that will be written into history.
Ginger tea with lemon and honey. I have some tea right now I'm drinking that's pretty good. Maybe later, though.
History like this, and still operating, is no doubt part of the club. They manufacture sewer pipe, roof tiles, and here we have architectural terracotta. And here is their factory. We see a date of 1875 up here, 1919, 1929. We're told they would have produced these roof tiles, all of them, and these terracotta sewer pipes. Here we can see the Los Angeles City Hall. We're told they provided these tiles. And as with history, we don't seem to do this today. Tiling a whole building in this Art Deco style, I think, is one of the last styles of the old world. So let's...
Doesn't understand architecture on the bingo card.
Let's look at something totally different. I want to apologize for not naming my last two videos, and for quite possibly never naming one again. I think a name is stupid. I mean, it never sums things up, not even close. If you want to name any of those numbered videos, feel free to. Leave it in the comments. And
you just put numbers? Jesus Christ, how are people supposed to identify your videos? What are you talking about? That's insane. Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. Why would you do that?
Contrary to some's belief, I do read all the comments. Here, Arisalphus asks me if I can unearth any information about the Alexandra Palace in the North London borough of Haringey. It was the counterpart of the Crystal Palace. Great, never heard of it. If you don't know, the Crystal Palace is this massive glass building that we're told was built in 1851 London for a World's Fair. This behemoth of a building, we are told, was for a fair. We're also told it burnt down and they rebuilt it. Just stupid. But anyway, it piqued my interest.
Well, he said it was stupid, so you can't argue with that.
When the comment suggested I look at its twin. There'll be more detail in a World's Fair building. But its twin here? What could they tell us about its twin? Anyway, it looks different right off the get-go, but still, a mind...
Green Guy with a tip says, the world we live in sucks, and the fact you need to stream to live. Hey, you know, my job is easier than most people's, so I wouldn't say that it sucks that I get to do something I enjoy as a job. I think it's pretty great. And yeah, the world is hard right now, but things will get better. Things are going to be okay.
Blower, a World's Fair type building.
The worst people on the planet have already burned through the vast majority of their political capital for this term, so I think we're going to make it. It's going to be a slog to get out of things and to make things better again, but we'll get there.
Complete with tech. We do see a glass greenhouse here on the other side. We see a cathedral window in here, another glass portion, castle features, and a big park. So what do they say, these bastards? The Alexandra Palace is an entertainment and sports venue in North London. It opened, here we go, in 1873. But, there's always a big but, it suffered a devastating fire 2 weeks after it opened. Don't worry, it was rebuilt by Johnson. Johnson. It was intended as the People's Palace. There we go. They just called it Alley Pally. Old Alley Pally. So we're told it was first a private venture. What does that mean? It means it was just somebody's house, or just something private. Had nothing to do with the people, or the People's Palace, or the entertainment venue that it is today. It was a private gig. So this is really suspicious. We're told it was originally a farm,
suspicious?
and then designed by these architects. And then we're told it was first a private venture. In 1900, the mysterious owners, the unnamed owners, planned to sell it.
Okay.
There we go. They wanted to sell the building and the park for development. There you go. That's how you're thinking in 1900? You just built...
Why wouldn't it be? Do you think that business was invented in 2005? Like, what are you talking about?
this, whoever you are, the mysterious owners, and a group of neighboring local authorities managed to acquire it. There we go.
Are they aware that they can... Thank you. Are they aware you can look up sources on Wikipedia? Like, look where the source of that claim is in the bibliography. Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna suck out a cough drop.
Acquire this building. Why? Let's find out. An act of parliament created the Alexander Palace and Park Trust. So important, we have to involve parliament. The deal was that it would be available for free use and recreation of the public forever. However, in 1935, the trustees leased part of the palace to the BBC. The hell with the public. Lease the building. So this must be the BBC's antenna now. In 1936, it became the home of the world's first regular public high-definition television service. There we go. Repurposed into the BBC. This old, beautiful castle. What a silly BS story. Unnamed
Nothing about what you said was crazy. What
owners
are you talking about?
building this in the 1870s, and then the local authorities somehow had enough money to just buy it, only to lease it to the BBC.
Thanks for the tip, Green Guy.
What more can I say? I thank you for joining me this week. I love you all. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.
Jesus, the Tartaria people are getting on my nerves.
Friends, welcome. Hello, my friends, welcome all of you starseeds, light workers, and wanderers to this amazing session. And today I have channeled the Galactic Federation, who have answered very interesting questions. The first question they have answered is regarding there was a very fascinating UFO sighting which happened recently in India in a location named as West Bengal, and it showcases, you know, like a light object in the sky which is moving.
Yeah, we can do a bingo check real quick. Sorry. I know it's been a little bit. Ancient wisdom. Where's racist disbelief of historical achievement? Huh. Illuminati, Freemasons, Cabal, Clintons, Bidens, Obamas. Thank you. Racist disbelief of historical achievement. Anything else? Oh yeah, 5G, 6G. Believe sci-fi tech exists. Tartaria. Dimensions Beyond Our Own. Gematria. Thank you, Demon Trigger. Doesn't understand architecture. Max Power with 50 bits says, take care of your health, Hannah. We can wait if it means more Hannah. Also, any chance for another anime stream? I wanted to yell recommendations at you, but want to give you internet money for it. Maybe at some point. It would have to be a Twitch-only stream, that's for sure. I definitely wanted to watch those cult animes at some point. The cult Happy Science that put out some animes. Although I know that's not what you mean.
Now this is very weird because it was caught not just from
go to bed and self-care. Not yet. I can do at least another half an hour.
One angle.
At least.
But from different angles, right? And I wanted to know what this is because this is not unlike any other UFO object we have seen, but this is very weird. So I've asked about this and the answer is absolutely shocking. And the other question I have asked about is, what is the Looking Glass event for the month of December? Since we are approaching December, I want to know what can we expect to happen in the month of December. And finally, in this session, my friends, I have also asked about psychic greetings. What is psychic greetings and how does it work? And how to, prepare or, to be aware of a...
Can and should are different. I'm already failing you guys. I gotta fail you as little as possible. I'm already failing. I have to fail minimally.
Psychic greeting. So this is very, very important for all of you to understand.
Why does he look green? That's because he's using a green screen and it's not getting matted out entirely. So A, his lighting is making him look green because he's surrounded by a green screen. And also he has an outline because it's not getting cut out entirely. But if you are surrounded by the color green, the lighting around you is going to get green too because it's going to reflect onto you. And you're perceiving that. He didn't color correct it back down to like a more neutral tone like he should.
And my friends, and also in this session, they have revealed how can we stop the Looking Glass event, which I forgot to tell you. And my friends, I have a meditation coming up for the Looking Glass event on my Patreon channel. Recently, we did a meditation to stop the Looking Glass event for the month of November, which I believe we have been successful in doing so, and we did it on my Patreon, so we'll do the same for this month's meditation as well. And on my Patreon, my friends, I release 3 new channeling sessions every single week. So if you want to support my work, you can join our community. It will help me continue this work as well as you will get exclusive channeling sessions which are different from YouTube. There are almost 700 plus channeling sessions that are different from YouTube. And my friends, I'm also very, very thankful to all of you who with your heart like this video, because liking is also free. It will help this message to reach to other star seeds, light workers and wanderers at this time. And with that being said, my friends, enjoy. We are the Galactic Federation now in communications through this instrument's inner heart at this time and space, and we greet you all in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. We as the
Do you think he needs the eye mask to have aliens communicate with him, or is that just a choice?
Galactic Federation shall now address the various patterns of the queries that are in order, and we suggest the use of inner discernment regarding what is the truth about a UFO sighting which was seen recently in the location of West Bengal. We firstly sense strong collective curiosity surrounding this recent observation in your skies. We shall firstly state that the light...
How silly does it have to be before it counts as scamming or shilling on bingo? Not a silliness level, it just has to be them asking for money for something that is not true or is fake.
Object is primarily
So if he was asking for money for this, that's shilling. That's scamming on the bingo card.
a phenomena which has been spotted in your skies. Over many years, we have watched the skies over Earth. Many of what your peoples have identified as unidentified
Oh yeah, we already got that from Bob anyway.
flying objects, primarily.
Though I don't remember if I actually knocked it off the card. Let me take a look. Shilling scamming. Cool beans.
Are indeed extraterrestrial entities. Furthermore, we must state that this is indeed an anomaly spotted in your skies.
Trey says, I'm working on a project when it comes to scammers and shillers in the conspiracy world. Do I have any particular favorites that are true believers? Peter. I'm not covering Peter anymore for ethical reasons. But Peter's interesting and is definitely a true believer. H-Bird says, this is the Galactic Federation. Your call is very important to us. We will answer your call in the order in which it was received. Press wedge to hear this message in Klingon.
After the energies from 3i Atlas reached Earth, there was bombardment of light energy frequency in your atmosphere, which led to the creation of this phenomenon. And this phenomenon primarily has also led you to truly understand that such phenomenon are due to light energy and frequency interacting. This so-called unidentified flying object type of structure is created.
Okay, I do have to move on, because that voice drives you nuts, doesn't it?
Into sacred and
Let's see what's next.
Welcome back, everyone. How does the day feel for you guys today? Does today feel different? Every year around this time, some of you may have noticed that something feels a little strange. I think most people notice it, but the day after Thanksgiving has this odd, almost hollow energy to it. It feels too quiet. The air feels heavier. You just notice that there is a difference in the way you feel today versus yesterday. Perhaps just recovering from a busy night, right? But you know, people have talked about having strange dreams during this weekend, or feeling disconnected from everything around them.
There's 8 billion people on this planet. There's always people having strange dreams or feeling disconnected from people around them. There's 8 billion people on this planet.
Some say they get hit with deja vu out of nowhere, or notice time acting a little weird. I mean, it is another ritual holiday, and what do you expect, right? There are always cosmic or celestial elements involved here. Come on, Jay. Why does everything have to be a ritual? Well, because I'm trying to show you the world you live in, okay? And by the way, that's why it's so easy for me to point out. And that's where we're going today, into what I call the post-Thanksgiving ritual. Not the one yesterday, the one you didn't even realize
what
you were involved in. We're at a time when millions of people are traveling, cooking, catching.
Dillis Filler says, I swear the last guy sounds just like the robot.
I really enjoyed being a jack.
You do make a good...
He does sound a little bit like it.
I really enjoyed being a jack.
I really enjoyed being a jack. Yeah, I can hear that. Shoot, where'd that go? There it was.
Catching up with family, dealing with old memories, old wounds, laughter, arguments, hugs, stress, joy. All of that emotional charge hits the atmosphere at the same time, and then just
Oh, I'm sorry. Our emotions hit the atmosphere? Our emotions are not very dense, apparently. They float like balloons.
as suddenly as it builds, it stops. And when it stops, the world feels like it drops into an emotional vacuum. It's like the collective mind takes one big exhale, and for a moment, everything goes still. It's kind of like listening to something noisy for a while, and then suddenly you find yourself surrounded by silence.
So what, you'd spent a lot of time with family and the next day things seemed quiet by comparison? This isn't even a conspiracy. You're just perceiving the relative quiet. What are you talking about? How is this a conspiracy?
Silence is
How is this a ritual?
more profound. People feel it in their bodies first, right? There's a type of exhaustion that doesn't make sense. Well, it does if you've been eating and drinking, but what I'm talking about is that some folks get more sensitive to everything. The sound.
You're an introvert or on the spectrum.
Emotion.
Are you serious? This is a conspiracy. Guess what? When I have to be around a bunch of other people, whether it's a holiday or anything, don't get me wrong, I love the people I spend my holidays with, but I'm an introvert. So, like, yeah, I get overstimulated, and there's a lot of people, and then afterward, a lot of the time, you'll feel like, whew, I'm relieved, because you're alone again. And that can be relieving in so many ways if you're, like, socially awkward or anxious like I am. This isn't a conspiracy, you're just a person.
Other people's moods, strange dreams. Maybe there is a feeling of being disconnected from reality, like everything is on hold for a moment. I felt that way last night driving around and seeing no one out, barely anyone else driving around, very few businesses open, restaurants, etc., just all closed. You understand that it's Thanksgiving, but you could still feel it. Mentally, things shift. Spiritually. But you know, like I said before, it's a ritualistic holiday, and so today, well, I can't really call it a holiday, but most people look at Black Friday and see shopping, just a big day of deals and chaotic crowds, but it's a lot like a ritual, and it would be because of how humans act in groups. Think about ancient rituals from all around the world. They almost always involved crowds gathering in one place, making offerings, building excitement. There's this strong emotional charge, performing some type of symbolic sacrifice. When you line those elements up next to Black Friday, what else is it?
Is Black Friday even popular anymore? I feel like COVID kind of helped kill Black Friday, which I am very in favor of. Black Friday has always been a scam and a terrible thing done to retail workers. So I kind of think it's not really as big as it used to be, which is good.
For some strange reason, we have to do this thing on this day. You've got millions of people showing up at the exact same time. Instead of offering crops or animals, people offer money, which is basically our universal symbol for energy. And once those doors
Think
open,
online shopping helped kill Black Friday? Good.
people drop into this trance-like.
One year I worked at Toys R Us. This was like a decade ago, if not more at this point. But I worked at Toys R Us for a single year, and I quit right before Black Friday, and I am so glad I did.
State driven by urgency, competition, and their fleshly desires. So we have this enormous amount of
My fleshly desires on Black Friday are all for sweet Blu-ray deals. Hannah mentions Blu-rays on the bingo card.
emotional energy. And so these rituals shape the way people behave and their attitudes. Now add Thanksgiving to that. The sleep deprivation most people experience the night after, and the early morning frenzy of Black Friday. When
Wait,
those
people are sleep deprived after Thanksgiving? I sleep really well after Thanksgiving because I'm full of food and sleepy.
three things collide, you're left with a collective energetic event that doesn't really happen at any other time of the year. And historically, whenever large groups of people generate that much emotional and psychological charge all at once, strange things tend to happen around the edges. This weekend has all the ingredients for something unusual to slip through, right? And we're going to look back and wonder, why did that happen? Well, you know, we just did have one big, huge ritual take place called Thanksgiving. But how many people would be able to link any incoming event to Thanksgiving? Probably not many, if not anyone, would be able to do that, right? Now, I've heard that Thanksgiving night, and especially the night after, seems to be when a high number of reports involving shadow people, sleep paralysis episodes, quick moving apparitions, mysterious footsteps, disembodied voices, weird animals showing up out of nowhere, electronics flickering for no reason, and nightmares. You know, of course, a lot of weird things could happen anyway.
That just sounds so anecdotal, I don't even know what to do with it. Like, what study? This is such a wide breadth of, like, phenomena you're claiming are in the same category and saying, well, it's after Thanksgiving, that stuff just happens a lot. Says who? On what metric? What are you talking about?
But what if holidays, especially the ones where millions of people
Does tryptophan cause sleep paralysis nightmares?
are all doing the same thing at the same time, actually puts pressure on whatever system of reality it's running on? Like a massive multiplayer game where too many players all
Just a Peach with a $1 tip says, how many people have Thanksgiving out of the whole world population? Not a ton, relatively speaking. Like American, there is a Canadian Thanksgiving, but it's a completely separate day than American Thanksgiving.
form the same action at once. The server starts to lag, textures load in late, things glitch, time feels weird, objects don't behave the way they should. Even the NPCs start acting out of character. Around this weekend, pay closer attention to people. You may hear people report strange pauses in conversations, like something's buffering mid-sentence. Pets staring into empty corners as if something's standing there. Deja vu, time skips, forgetting what you were saying in the middle of a sentence. Objects showing up in places you didn't put them. The system trying to rebalance itself after a massive synchronization event. Millions of people in somewhat of an alignment of emotions, behavior, and energy. When thousands of people in different places with different lives all experience the same things at the same time, that's not a coincidence. That's a signal.
It is a coincidence.
The day after Thanksgiving never really feels like a normal day, does it?
I mean, why would it? It's the day after a holiday. You probably have the day off. Of course it feels weird.
There's this strange quiet that settles in. Like the world is still but not empty. It's almost like an echo of
It's almost like most people have the day off.
something bigger is hanging in the air. Something you can feel more.
How many conspiracy theories are just people having very low emotional intelligence? That feels like half the shit we cover is just people not being able to pinpoint where their feelings are coming from. Really bizarre.
Then explain, right? Maybe instead of thinking of this as some dark thing, we could spin it as an invitation, a moment to pause, so we can hear ourselves again. We spend way too much time rushing, all this scrolling, moving from one thing to the next without really noticing where we're standing. Maybe we need the noise to drop out, the distractions to fade, so it suddenly is just you, your thoughts, your emotions, your truth. because silence forces you to face yourself. And maybe that's why it feels heavy. Maybe that's why it feels strange. When the world finally quiets down, you're confronted with the parts of yourself you usually outrun. This should be a reminder, a chance to breathe, a chance to feel, a chance to tune back into the deeper current of your life, the one that gets drowned out the rest of the year. It's a moment to step back and ask yourself, who am I becoming? What am I carrying that I don't need anymore? What is trying to rise in me that I keep pushing down? Because when you do take advantage of the stillness, there is clarity that shows up out of nowhere, where you suddenly see yourself, the real you.
Okay, there's only a minute left, and we get it. You just don't understand where feelings come from, so you assume it's supernatural. Brilliant. What a brilliant genius guy. Jesus Christ. Okay. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I do have to call it. I feel like shit. I feel like shit. Like I said, this doesn't count as the 8-hour stream, obviously, because we didn't go 8 hours. This is just a normal stream now. I am so sorry that I have to call it, but I am still recovering from my illness, and I just cannot go another 4 hours. I know I can't. So, this is just a normal stream, I guess. And next Saturday, we will continue with the first actual 8-hour stream. I'll be back tomorrow for another regular stream. I'll still be streaming. I'm not working. I can't keep trying to talk for 4 hours. So, we will save the 8-hour tinfoil because I still have all the videos saved for it. I'll just grab some more to make up for the ones we already watched next time. And tomorrow we are going to do the PP show meme stock stream. So please show up for that. It's going to be really interesting. And again, I apologize sincerely. Like I'm only doing this because I have to, I promise. I really don't want to be disappointing you guys. But I gotta do it.
The not father of the
So let's do our raid, and then I'm gonna go try and breathe. Have a good night, everyone. I will see you tomorrow for meme stocks. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise we will do the 8-hour one very soon. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Adios.